for the stuff that you leave on the eve of Christmas Day. Worldwide overnight delivery's quite a trick, and it ain't no wonder that you ain't got time to shave. I know that you've been making me a toy up in the Arctic, and I hope this message reaches you before you've time to start it. Some folks like their Christmases all blue or even white, but for me the color green is exactly right. Santa, don't you bother with the chimney no more. Slip my present into an envelope and slide it under the door, cause nothing says Merry Christmas like cash, cash, cash.
Yeah.
Don't need two front teeth for mistletoe kisses. Jackson Franklin and grants my wishes. All I want for Christmas is cash, cash, cash. Oh, the size is perfect and the style's just right. You know that it's the color I dig. And never, ever, ever would you hear me say, does this money in my pocket make my butt look big? Or show me what the holiday spirit's about with a nice wire transfer into my offshore account. Cause nothing says Merry Christmas like cash, cash, cash. Santa, don't you be no Ebenezer. Pay off the balance on this here Visa, cause nothing says Merry Christmas like cash, cash, cash. Oh, the size is perfect and the style's just right. You know that it's color I dig. And never, ever, ever would you hear me say, does this money in my wallet make my butt look big? Santa, don't you bother with the chimney no more. Slip my present into an envelope and slide it under the door, cause nothing says Merry Christmas like cash, cash. Nothing says Merry Christmas like cold hard. Nothing says Merry Christmas like cash, cash, cash.
Hey, good morning. Welcome to the Bob and Tom Show, where it's all about money, 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 money. That's what makes Christmas bright. Cold, hard cash.
Cash, cash, cash.
That's damn right. I remember my dad gave me and told me not to tell my mom. Gave me $50 for one Christmas.
Wow.
It was great.
Wow. That's amazing.
I couldn't believe it. Really cool.
What did you buy?
I forget. Probably a G.I. Joe. I was way into G.I. Joes and all that stuff. There's Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, chick.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hello.
He's at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair. There's Ace Cosby.
Howdy.
I'm Chick, and here's Tom.
Oh, coming up, that Ace Cosby joke of the day. And I would say, judging by this week's performances, today's going to be just a really good one. What do you think?
Oh, keep going up. I thought you were going to say the last.
That'd be something.
When I assume Ace is in a very good mood.
I'm in a good mood every day. Yeah, he is.
He's in an especially good mood.
Oh, yeah.
Why is that, Tom? Why is that, feature ruiner? Go ahead.
I have been told that Ace's favorite NFL team had a spectacular offensive feat last evening.
Not only
they played.
Offensive. That's right, they played. Is that right? Is that your response?
I didn't in the previous week. Was that the game that was 0-0 at halftime?
0-0, 2 minutes left.
Oh, well, but suddenly their offense...
The Vikings beat the Raiders last week 3-0. And last night... That's right.
The autumn wind is a pirate.
He's a pirate.
Blustering in from sea, with a rollicking song he sweeps along.
Fabulous John Facenda.
Wow.
The autumn wind is a raider. Have you never heard that?
Yeah, sure. He was the voice of...
Well, why are you looking at me like I'm stepping on your child's neck?
I was just enjoying the...
You were? Really? You were enjoying it?
I was trying to wait for the metaphor to get all mixed up.
Oh, okay.
A pirate with a tambourine.
The autumn wind is a pirate.
He actually says raider here in a minute.
Blustering in from sea.
I don't know if we have enough
rollicking
patience.
Song he sweeps along.
He plunders.
Swaggering boisterous.
Just for fun.
His face is weather beaten. He wears a hooded sash with a silver hat about his head.
Silver hat.
You've got a gay here.
Bristling black
Silver
mustache.
sash.
He growls as he storms.
Okay, everybody out. Everybody out.
Out of the pool.
Oh, boy, oh, boy.
Warren, rub me there.
Anyway, the final last night, the Los Angeles Chargers had 21,
Yeah, that's not bad.
and the Los Angeles Raiders had 63.
Las Vegas.
Whatever.
63.
The Raiders led 42-0 at halftime.
Holy cow.
Somebody got their ass
So
chewed
now, can they fire the head coach? Now you think they'll fire Brandon Staley? You think that'll happen today, or as I'm talking right now? I don't know.
They just ran into a better team.
Maybe not. I think Coach Staley might have lost the locker room. When you're in the locker room giving a motivational speech and you hear the players going, yeah. You got trouble, Tom.
What was it at halftime?
42-0.
Yeah, what do you say at halftime?
All right, fellas.
Smoke them if you got them.
You know what they say you know what he says at halftime probably? Look, they scored 42 that first half. We could score 42 in the second half.
There you go.
And way in the back you'll hear,
Oh, I hope he gave him a shellacking. I hope it was just...
really?
Hey, anybody know where my players are? Has anybody seen my players?
Oh, okay.
I hope he just chewed them out big time.
I see. Well,
That's not the way it works in the National Football League.
I hope you had the Las Vegas Raiders in our pigskin NFL competition.
I believe I did, minus the 3.
You can be like Ed Bohart of Taylor Mill, Kentucky. He was our big winner for Week 14. Week 15, of course, began last evening. A bunch of Saturday games, by the way. We got Saturday, we got Sunday, and then Monday. So you can win yourself the Big Green Egg Mini Max. Each week we give one away. And we've just added that bonus Gardner's Wisconsin Cheese.com oven-baked bundle package.
Oh,
Coming up today.
that makes my mouth water, you saying
Coming up today, I don't know how to word this. I'll just say odd news in the world of cheese.
Okay.
That's
How about interesting?
I wouldn't. Am I fair? Christy's saying odd.
Odd is more.
I'm not going to be negative.
Can I ask this question? What are they making the cheese out of?
What are they making out of cheese?
It's the other way around.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
It's like a sculpture?
No, there's no guessing.
Is it a penis?
It's
Is it a cheese penis?
Answer the man.
yes. It's Marvel's new superhero, Dick Cheese. He's shaped like a phallus. No.
You know, they were just in the warm-up hour. Some of you heard the fabulous interaction from yesterday's show where Tom told us a story about his mother and all her friends playing bridge.
So funny.
And I posited possibly Tom had fallen in love with one of his mother's friends.
No.
In lieu of that, he always insisted on going to Old Horse. And you didn't deny any of that.
No, it's not worthy of even comment.
Is that right?
Again, my mother's bridge club was great because she would make fresh pastries that were delicious. Apple pie,
I think it's adorable how you hold
rhubarb pie.
your mother regard like rhubarb.
She would make tarts. And I know
nice.
that your
couple of
idea
tarts
of
at the table, am I
I know
right?
your idea of a tart, of course, is some old whore.
Not necessarily an old whore. I think a tart would be a younger whore.
Sure, yeah.
And by the way,
younger horse and tarts.
I don't understand why that's even pejorative.
Or?
What's wrong with being an aging whore?
Nothing.
Well-
Nothing wrong with
That
that.
term
wrong
is
with it at all.
that term that shouldn't be negative. Here's someone who helps other people in her own way
Yeah.
and digs it the whole time, right?
Sure. She knows what she's worth, puts a price on it. I like it.
And she's having fun the whole time, right?
It's respectable.
I'm on my back loving this.
I hope she is, yeah.
Yeah, that's the new
There are
slogan.
probably many men who like older
Whores.
horses.
Sure.
Now he's playing along. It's even funnier.
I wasn't criticizing older.
I didn't think you were.
Don't get me
but
wrong.
I think that the term, there's a certain negativity to it.
Aged prostitute? Is that better?
No,
like
not
whore.
even prostitute sounds too.
How about veteran prostitute?
Oh, seasoned.
Seasoned.
Yes.
Oh, that's good.
That is.
She knows her way around a dig. You know.
A seasoned whore.
Yeah.
That sounds like seasonal.
A season.
Well,
Well, I bet they did.
I've got on my little Santa panties.
Do you have I saw this.
I'm going to go see Jackie Lantern.
And it sounds like a story we did the number one searched
that's
porn
what I was
sites
looking for. On Pornhub.
Specifically on Christmas.
The date is out?
Yeah. What in the past, the number one search on Christmas for porn sites.
Oh.
Well, also
Do we have the answer?
I'm looking for it. I saw it yesterday too, Chick. There were a couple of things too that caught my eye in the headline. Granny and MILF were some of the top searched porn.
Well, there's MILF and there's GILF.
Yeah, well, they called it just granny porn on this.
Wait a second. Is there a Christmas connection here? I'm losing the place.
No, it's just end of the year data.
End of the year.
Pornhub,
okay.
yeah.
Well, no, and the story I said specifically on Christmas Day, the sites that are searched.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah.
Chick, yeah. On Christmas Day.
On Christmas Day.
Wow.
See, that guy, he's taking a poll I want to be a part of.
Here's what I just stumbled on. The most common misspellings by users of the Pornhub website.
Oh, well.
The top typos. Wow, this is interesting. Number one is PORM, porm.
Well, that's just a typo.
Are people searching the annals of Pornhub?
Let's see.
Or amateur. Or
Stepmon.
That's when your mom marries a Jamaican guy.
Lesbian.
That deserved way more. Thank you, Christy, for paying attention.
I love that, Mon.
Heard it.
There's lesbian is very big in the misspelling world, and henty.
hentai, I think.
But the misspelling is HENTIA.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's very popular. Worldwide, that's the number one search term, hentai.
And that's...
cartoons, basically, give or take.
Wow.
Yeah.
Apparently, the mature category now the seventh most viewed worldwide on Pornhub in 2023, up staggering 69%.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Granny is?
The whole mature category. Granny,
okay.
MILF.
Mature.
Yeah. They call it mature.
Was that because
Why is
as
that?
the population ages, the folks that are of that age are computer literate?
Maybe.
I don't know if there's any real scientific reason for it. I think we're looking for something that might not be there, but maybe so.
This is interesting. The United States is the number one country that uses Pornhub the most. But guess what the second one would be?
Is it per capita or in gross numbers?
Oh, for God's sake, Tom. It just says the top 20 countries by traffic. So I don't know by how many people use it.
This says the number one... In 2018, the number one search on Christmas Day was Mrs. Claus. That was the peak of her popularity. She's been declining.
So there's erotic cinema featuring Mrs. Claus.
Of course.
Yeah.
Dressed up.
It's seasonal.
Santa comes home
That
from
just
the
makes
trip.
me feel... I don't want to hear what the scenario is.
Oh my God.
Okay, on that note,
Put that elf down.
what's coming up?
Fill my stocking.
Not in your...
We got a world record revolves around Christmas. We'll talk more about the autumn wind as a Raider and Las Vegas winning last night 63-21 over the Los Angeles Chargers, and sad news out of the ABA yesterday. A legend, and also the NBA. George McGinnis passed away at age 73.
Oh.
Yeah.
He played with, of course, the Pacers, 76ers, and Denver Nuggets, 11-year career. He was the ABA's 1974-1975 MVP. And Joe Flacco got a bag. Joe Flacco.
Okay.
A brown bag.
A bag from the Browns, a brown bag. That's exactly right. We'll talk about
A little green.
Right now I'm going to save you a ton of time. This weekend, I mean, can you imagine? The stores are going to be packed. You'll have to be jockeying for position, trying to get that parking space, and then the lady will pull out this way, and then someone will sneak up from behind, and it's frustrating, and you're angry, and you forget about the Christmas spirit. I can save your soul, your Christmas spirit, keep you happy and in a festive mood by getting rid of that trip to the mall this weekend and saying, hey, Steven Singer Jewelers. Steven Singer's got what you need, including something going on right now. He's got those Anita diamond stud earrings that start at just $298. These are real diamonds, by the way. What's the term that I like to use? Earthborn diamonds. 100% eye flawless, near colorless. And they, of course, come with Stevens' lifetime guarantee. The full value guarantee, by the way, if you want to trade those in a year, you can trade up and get the full value. Steven Singer, of course, famous for their fast and free shipping. You'll get those things in just a few days at the most. And by the way, if you get the order in today before 2 o'clock, it's out the door. So take a couple minutes, pull over, go to IHateStevenSinger.com and look at all the beautiful jewelry there, including those beautiful earrings. And by the way, if he or she doesn't want the earrings, you can send them back on the house. That's right. Steven Singer, famous for his free shipping both ways, if that's what you need. But you won't. She's going to love them. He's going to love them. Real, natural diamonds from a real jeweler and lots of other cool stuff, too. Tell Steven we said hey. It's IHateStevenSinger.com. And you don't have to get your car bashed in a crowded mall parking lot to get this done. IHateStevenSinger.com. Also, coming up in the world of news, Christy, what have you got over there?
Oh, we have a whole bunch of stuff. We have the Pope in the news talking about AI. We have a young man getting probation for public urination. When I say young, he was 10. And we also have a bull. I know you can't say that word very well. A bull.
No, a bull.
I said bull.
No, you're saying bowl or ball. I'm not sure which.
Causing havoc.
It's perfect American broadcast English.
On a popular train track.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is Duke Tomato and the Power Trio.
Water?
And we've got the brass to mouth horns and the lovely Steven Singer singers. And I believe we have a special presentation coming up. No one's telling me anything.
All right. Duke. Thank you very much, Duke.
Yes,
Sounding
thank
great,
you.
Gentlemen.
What's going on in sports, Chick?
This is weird.
I kind of like it.
We have a special guest.
Wait a minute! I think we have a very special unannounced guest, and I'm just beyond consolation that
What?
Tom's going to miss this. I don't know. Did you see?
I saw something.
Saw something.
What's going on?
It was like the
I
Finn
thought I
and
saw
Joe-
fan.
Well, who could this be?
Ladies and gentlemen, Dick Mango. So nice to be here. Thank you very much.
Dick Mango in the house.
Mr. Mango.
Oh, man. Man, I feel like I'm channeling the king.
Oh, okay. Good.
Oh my God.
I'd like to introduce the band, but I don't know their names.
That's all right, Dick.
No problem.
I got this young elf next to me, Mr. Duke. Oh, it's Dr. Duke. Excuse me.
Wait for it to come around.
Wait for it to come around.
Here comes the top of the form, then.
Here it comes. I think it's how it feels coming right here.
Oh.
Get it out. I know.
5, 6, 7.
Have a blue Christmas without you. I'll be so blue. Just thinking about you.
Oh, man.
Decorations of green on that big Christmas tree. Won't be the same since you went here with me. Oh, all those blue snowflakes. I can see them fall. And then those red hot memories. Buster's balling. You'll be doing all right with your Christmas wife. But I'll have a blue. Now, you probably can't imagine yours truly, Dick Mango, being blue at Christmas time.
Oh, no.
Because I'm never going to be alone on Christmas with a... But I am alone on Christmas. Sorry.
Which is it?
You know, when you see those red and green balls balls on that Christmas tree. They're thinking about the blue balls hanging on me because I'm alone.
Yeah.
You mentioned, bitch left me for a mall Santa Claus. Of course, they had a new F-150 from Ford. Oh, I can see the appeal. But, I'm just going to pause while wait for the music to
Sure. Gotta wait for Vamp, Dick, vamp.
You'll be doing all right.
You'll be doing all right. Yo, Christmas away. But I'll have a blue Christmas. That's right, ladies and gentlemen.
Dick Mango. Very nice.
Oh, boy. Your stocking is hung, and so, of course, so am I, like a donkey. Like a donkey in a live major nativity.
All right.
Good night. Thank you for joining us.
All right, Dick. Oh, what a shame that Tom missed that.
Yeah,
He's going to be very.
Oh, boy.
He's
He
gonna be
loves Dick
very
Mango.
upset.
He's his biggest
He is a
fan.
big fan.
I didn't know Dick Mango was so good at accents. My goodness, that Elvis was killer.
Well, you channel the king. It's going to come through, isn't it? Boy, oh, boy.
You took my breath away from the moment I first saw you. Will you marry me, Dolly? She said yes! She said yes!
It's not a real person.
It's not a real diamond. Real, natural, earthborn diamond. For your real love, from a real jeweler you can trust. Steven Singer Jewelers.
Of any procedure. He just suspected that his nurse was stealing from him.
Hello. You're listening to Bob and Tom 24/7. This has been... Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Hello, hello. In case you missed it last night on Thursday Night Football with the always excited Al Michaels, the Raiders, Las Vegas Raiders, hang a 60 burger on the Los Angeles Chargers, 63-21.
When did that start and how soon can we stop it?
A 50 burger?
Yeah.
The 60 burger? I like it.
Do you know?
Yeah.
Figures.
I like it mostly because I can tell it irritates you. What's wrong with burger? It's fun. It's a 50 burger. No?
Yeah, why not?
Thank you.
Why not?
Because every unoriginal douchebag that's a sports guy now uses it.
How could I not take that personally? He just used it. He looked right at me when he was saying it. Unoriginal douchebag. Bit off each word. And by the way, this gives me a chance to talk about the Los Angeles Chargers quarterback. And I don't know why I want to talk about this, but maybe it's just based on his name. You ready? I think he's from North Carolina State. Justin Herbert broke his finger. Broke his finger on his throwing hand, so that's going to slow you down, being a quarterback.
Oh, I bet.
So the quarterback now is, his last name Stick, S-T-I-C-K.
Uh-huh.
First name Easton.
Oh, nice.
Easton Stick.
Easton Stick.
I like Sounds like a hockey product.
Here's what you do. You go out there, you used to stick this up your ass. And you...
Oh, I like that spin.
That's how the coach...
what's that a picture of? It's a picture of Easton's dick.
Stick, sir. Stick. That's what I said. Easton's dick.
Easton's dick. No, it's Easton's stick. Yeah, Easton's dick. That's what I said.
Easton's standing on pitches again. Sure, he's a hardworking guy.
Sure.
Good luck to him.
Is that right?
Sure.
Well, he wasn't last night.
Well, hey, what can you do?
Sometimes you...
It was 42 zip at halftime, you say?
Yep.
In the previous week, the Raiders scored...
3 points.
Wow.
Well, no, the Vikings scored 3. Raiders scored 9.
0. Right, yeah.
It was 0-0 with 2 minutes left. The Vikings... The Vikings kick the Raiders win last week.
The Vikings won.
Yeah, 3-0.
They cheated, but yeah.
They cheated.
I had no doubt.
They had an entire game to score and they didn't. I don't know. At some point, you got to say, maybe it's us.
And this 63 this week.
Wow, it's amazing.
So that means that the Vikings would play the Chargers they'd win 66-0. Right?
Yeah.
Is that what the computer would say?
Stands to reason, yeah.
And yesterday in Major League Baseball, Hey, Ohtani.
Hey,
Ohtani. Opened his first news conference, albeit in broken English, with the Los Angeles Dodgers by dodging questions about whether he had a second Tommy John surgery. He says it was a procedure. I'm not sure what it was called. Speaking to the media for the first time since August 9, he also refused to say what other teams he negotiated with. Well, he's a gentleman.
So people think he had Tommy Johns again?
Again, yeah.
That's a nod to our friend Tommy John again.
Tommy John again.
He had Tommy Johns again.
You know, I've had that on both knees. And let me tell you.
Parenthetical to this discussion, our friend Tommy Johnigan wrote a Christmas movie.
Oh, jeez, I'm sorry I brought him up.
Oh, Josh. Wait, is it on
Roku?
Roku?
Yes.
Yes, check it out.
And what's it called again?
Christmas something.
The Holiday Break.
Holiday?
Yeah, Holiday.
No, Pat nailed it. Christmas something. Thanks, Pat.
You're welcome.
Go play with your guitar.
Okay.
Hang on a second. We need to stop and wish Pat Godwin a happy birthday.
Happy birthday,
Today's
Pat.
Pat's birthday, and that's how you're going to treat him.
And you know what I want for my birthday? For Tom to be nice.
Oh, boy.
All 4 hours.
You want that in one hand.
Yeah, the crap in the other.
Because you wanted that. That's why I'm having Amy make you a very special meatloaf.
I can't enjoy that. You know that, you little devil. Yelling at me in the 6 o'clock hour.
It's a meatloaf that looks like a vegan chocolate cake. Oh, that's so funny.
And I really enjoy the Kroger birthday cakes, too.
That was a fun year.
They do good. They do good work.
They do
That's an
a great
excellent
job.
cake.
Yeah, why not? How about Dairy Queen ice cream cakes? I like those, too. You like
Those are good. Yeah.
Aren't those good?
Yeah, but they melt after like 2 days.
Well, you got to eat them.
Okay, now what?
I eat one in one sitting. Don't you guys? All right. What else, Tom? Are you upset about something?
No.
Yeah, he didn't care that we were having fun.
Yep.
He didn't care for it.
No, it was just so boring. But
This letter, Chick's a genius. After years, maybe decades of wasting my precious time waiting for my ice cream to melt enough to get a spoon in it. Last night, I heard for the first time Chick's method of putting ice cream in the microwave.
Yeah.
For 20 seconds. I don't think I'm exaggerating when I say the results were outstanding.
Excellent.
Some things are worth the wait. Why wait, though, when you don't have to?
Yeah.
Put it in the microwave and melt her up. I know Chick's been getting a lot of flack from Tom lately. He deserves to be acknowledged for making life a little more enjoyable, especially during a stressful holiday season.
Microwaving the ice cream didn't work for me, Chick. It broke my microwave.
It did?
Yeah, the spoon, there were lasers flying everywhere, and it started a fire.
Now.
Did I do something wrong?
Now, Josh, you're not supposed to. If I turn in my homework and your handwriting, they're going to know. I got to recopy. Joe Flacco's officially signed and sealed with your Cleveland Browns, Tom.
Not mine anymore.
Flacco got a 1 year.
Really? Gave him up, huh?
Nope. They
out of here? Art Modell?
No, the signing Deshaun. That's it.
Oh, Deshaun.
I'm out.
Yeah.
That's
a tough
They
one.
get all the worst things that can happen to them. They get for life. Bad karma.
Joe Flacco got a 1 year, $4.05 million contract from Cleveland, who they brought in the veteran quarterback last month in emergency mode. They lost Watson for the season, a right shoulder. Flacco, that means the 38-year-old quarterback moves from the practice squad to the active roster. This was more of a procedural move than anything, and also $4 million in his bank account.
So that's just for this season.
That's just for this season. 1 year.
4 games.
1 year.
No.
No, 1 year, $4.05 million is what it says.
And I thought it was for through the end of next season.
I don't know what you're talking about, but it says 1 year. A calendar year, maybe? Next December 5th? 15th? I'll have to do it again?
Okay, we'll have to do some homework on it. I remember John Feinstein said that Joe Flacco was one of the nicest guys in the NFL.
Wow.
So more power to him.
There you go. And here's a little something, and you two are going to have to watch it, okay? This is an actual sports story.
I'll behave myself.
Behave yourselves. Philadelphia 76ers president Daryl Morey, he's been considered a career in musical theater.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so he does a little bit of everything.
Sure.
76ers president and now a musical theater.
Is he your second favorite, Maury?
Yeah, who's my first
behind
favorite?
Sean. I knew that.
I don't have a favorite Maury. Anyway,
wait a minute. Do you
like
mean
eels?
do you mean comedian Sean Maury? You mean the guy who sings this great song?
Dear Santa, this is Billy from Dallas. I would like a big wheel with the air conditioning package, power steering, CD player, and also a Sony PlayStation. Dear Santa, this is Raul from Venezuela. I want a stick to burn for heat. Dear Santa, this is Jessica from Aspen. I like a Barbie dream house with the electric sports car and lots of outfits and matching outfits for me too, please. Dear Santa, this is Lupe from Paraguay. I want some rain so I can stop drinking my own urine. Dear Santa, this is Jimmy from Greenwich. I want an electric train set with the whole village and the mountains and the tunnels and a robot to clean my room. Dear Santa, this is Chang from Laos. I want an electric scooter, a surfboard, rollerblades, and a CD-ROM player. Just kidding. I want a stick. And some off. Dear Santa, we are the children of the world. We want Sean Moore to be struck dead, please. See what you can do, even if it means I don't get that stick. Sean Moore.
Boy, that's a long one, huh?
Thank you very much, Sean.
How about that banjo? Anyway, Daryl Morey, the president of the 76ers, had considered a career in music theater, and now he gets the best of both worlds. He's mounting a production called Small Ball. He's the executive producer of the musical, which is about smaller basketball players on the fictional island of Lilliput.
What?
Gulliver's Travels. What did I say before I started reading this? It ran this week in Philly after previous stops in Houston and Denver. Morey says he started working with the theater company in Houston and gave them his sketch for a basketball-themed musical. Morey says we very smartly threw out any outline. Morey has producer credits for Broadway, include Merrily We Roll Along and Parade.
Oh, very nice.
That's great.
Dribble, dribble down the court.
I have small balls. You have small balls.
Nothing but net.
So were these people Lilliputians? Were
Yes.
they tiny size, or Gulliver was really big?
They were tiny sized.
They were.
Yes.
But
Gulliver was a man, yeah.
Was normal size.
Yes.
Yeah.
You've seen the thing where he gets tied down by the little guys. Hilarious.
Wasn't Jack Black in that movie?
I think he was in some abysmal remake, yes. I shouldn't comment. I haven't seen it, but and I love Jack Black, but
I think
So
that was
it's
popular
called-
when my kids were little.
It's called Small Ball, guys.
Small ball.
so they're tiny, but they play basketball.
Yeah, that's right.
Normally for tall.
Jesus. From the producers
Did they
of
use-
Elf.
Did they use a smaller ball and a littler basket? Wow.
That sounds unwatchable.
You would think there's got to be some sort of positive message about no matter what your size is, you can.
But that's the problem with
Put
the
your-
world, isn't it? All these positive messages being
Yeah.
thrown around.
Especially at Christmas.
If you're
time.
too short to play basketball, you should be told you're too short to play basketball.
Yeah, give them a little reality.
The world needs things that you can do, like cleaning
The lower
crawl
shelves.
spaces. We need jockeys.
Yes.
And coming up.
You're exactly right.
Coming
Hey, how about that baseboard?
Coming up.
Let's clean that.
Jockeys in the news, by the way. Coming
Oh, no
up.
kidding.
Sort of. It's
Okay.
kind of a stretch. We have a story out of, Pat, I forgot to tell you this. We have a story out of Hialeah.
Oh, I know what you want.
You know what? Okay.
Oh, yes.
I've always loved that name.
Hialeah?
So beautiful.
Well, you've been there, right?
Hawaiian.
You were down in Miami on weekends, right?
Yeah, I've been to Hialeah. I just love the name. It's so
And
beautiful.
that's a city or a racetrack or both?
It's a town city.
Yeah. Okay.
Right to the
Both.
right of Miami going to Key
Okay.
West.
But we have news coming out of well, the news itself is not really all that pleasant, but it's an
Well,
excuse.
you know.
We'll get a song from the birthday boy in just a few minutes, Mr. Godwin, today, celebrating his birthday.
Oh, yeah. We should get a song an hour to celebrate your birthday, Pat.
On my birthday, I don't do nothing I don't want to do.
Yeah, that's right.
Wow.
I'm as old as you are right now. Me and you. Boom.
Boom. We're the same.
No, people don't get to be this old.
No, very few people get to be this age.
Now, I will tell you this, that in the unlikely event that Pat keeps living, he will be on stage at Comedy Off-Broadway, Lexington, Kentucky, coming up Friday, December 29th.
In the unlikely event.
Through Sunday evening, December 31st, for a New Year's Eve bash.
Yeah.
And you're not on stage to count down the new year, huh?
He will be.
He will be?
Well, typically, yeah.
Yeah, we stand there.
I've only done two, and I never counted down. I just gone off stage like 11:30 or something.
It's kind of an awkward moment. People enjoy it.
Yeah, it's awkward. Yeah. People are trying to kiss.
Yeah.
Well, let's be honest. At live shows, you have a
kiss Bob
you have a
Zaney.
certain.
Hey, you say what you want. Bob Zaney is a great kisser.
He is.
Who's the last person you kissed at midnight on New Year's Eve? Was it one of your mom's bridge women?
I haven't been awake.
Yeah, me either.
For New Year's Eve in ages because I'm typically skiing and
all week
go to bed early.
I feel like I could have slept until 8 o'clock Eastern all week. Now tomorrow morning when I can sleep, I'll be up at 5. You wait and see.
Oh man,
I'll be honest. I've never been a New Year's Eve fan.
It's a tough one.
Yeah.
I'd rather work it than
amateur night.
Go to an event.
Didn't we work on 1999? Remember that?
Yes.
Man, that was a mess.
That was a mess.
Yeah.
Well, it was fun. It would have been a lot more fun if someone hadn't told us of the tragic death of a friend of ours 5 minutes before we walked on stage. Hey, did you hear blah, 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 hanged himself? What?
Hanged himself, no less.
Boy, oh boy.
Well, it had to be
It
Christy,
wasn't just
right?
a death.
It wasn't Christy?
It was not me.
Well, wait, was the person smiling? No, it wasn't Christy.
There you go.
Well, that's nice.
You love telling us when people
tell us bad
when
news
you have
all the
such
time.
joy in your eyes.
No, I don't.
Make you so sick.
You don't say, I win, but it's implied.
Right.
All right,
Now,
fair enough.
Chick,
I do win. I'm here today.
early in your radio career,
Yes.
you had to do what I had to do, which was read obituaries
So did I.
on the
I
radio.
Sure did.
Oh, yeah.
I sure did. Josh Arnold has passed away at the age of 78. He was a longtime member of the Bob and Tom Show and blah, blah, blah. And
78,
in lieu of flowers, he'll be visiting hours are today.
Sure, at Stark's Funeral Home.
2 to 4 and 6 to 8 at Stark's Funeral Home, a home of former NBA great John Starks, who owns a funeral home.
We had to read them on the air.
Yeah,
that's right.
The really awkward thing was getting in and out of it.
Mm-hmm.
No, we had it was called the Community Bulletin Board Music. And it was, you put it in, and it played the music, and then there was a donut, we called it, and there was just instrumental music. Community Bulletin Board! And then the music would play in the middle, and you'd do your announcements.
Oh, okay.
Like your...
Well, the station where I was working at the time, it was a certain era of music, so it would go something like this. And you can go visit Mrs. McGillicuddy. The wake will be from 4 to 6.
That's sad.
At the Haney Funeral Home.
Okay.
And now back to the music.
Haney.
And we can... Yeah, baby.
Isn't this He's the Greatest Dancer?
You know, Mrs. McGillicuddy may be dead, but disco ain't.
Disco lives. He's the greatest dancer.
You're going like this. And then, sadly, Clarence Griswold will be buried without honors following his dishonorable discharge.
Without honors in
his dishonorable discharge in 1917 after fleeing from... But remember, it's time for our... If you want to win the moped, be sure to go to...
Did any obituaries ever go, well, you know, Mrs. McGillicuddy passed away, and what she would like for us all to do is enjoy steak.
Hey! Yes! Big cookout.
Oh, by the way, you can enjoy steak. Of course you can with Omaha Steaks. That's right.
We win. That's right. We win.
We win. Let's celebrate with steak. Go to omahasteaks.com. Take advantage of 50% off site-wide. Plus, use code BTS at checkout. Well, what's that going to get me, Josh? $30 off your order. That's right. Half off everything and an extra $30 off. Wow. Send tender, juicy butcher's cut filet, mignons, gourmet jumbo franks, easy-to-prepare meals ready in a flash. Omaha Steaks is a gift from the heart, and the folks you send it to will know it. It's a gift that will be remembered with every unforgettable bite. And don't forget, every purchase is backed by their unconditional money-back guarantee. That means you're going to order with complete confidence today, knowing you're ordering the very best for the very best in your life. The most wonderful time of the year can also be pretty stressful, but you can be a gifting expert with just a little help from the guaranteed perfection of Omaha Steaks. Man, it is good. So skip the guesswork, give something convenient, thoughtful, and guaranteed to put a smile on their faces when you send them a gourmet gift. Oh, sorry, that's gourmet from omahasteaks.com. And for a limited time, don't forget, 50% off site-wide, and you'll get an extra $30 when you use promo code BTS at checkout. Every purchase is wonderful. You're going to dig everything they have. Check them out. omahasteaks.com. Achieve gifting greatness today. Minimum order may be required, but that's no issue. You're going to get it all.
Oh, look, Uncle Patty G sent us some pears. Uncle Tom sent us steaks. I love Uncle Tom. Thank you, omahasteaks.com. We're coming back. We may have a surprise for Pat today. It's his birthday. Yeah, this is the Bob and Tom Show.
Got something to say? Send us an email.
But, Bob, you brought a surprise for us today, did you not?
Well, you know, we've been going over this debate on Twitter, at parties, about the movie Die Hard.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, right.
Is it a Christmas movie or is it not a Christmas movie?
Yes.
It's an action film.
Well, I don't. Josh,
I say it's a Christmas film.
Ryan,
I'm in on the Christmas film.
Chick.
I say it's not Christmas until John McClane drops Hans Gruber off the Nakatomi.
Spoiler
Nakatomi.
That's right. That's right.
Ace.
I'm going.
Holiday action.
Holiday action, but
Holiday
it's still
action.
a Christmas movie. Christy.
It's a Kwanzaa movie.
I think it's an action film. When you say Christmas movies, that does not spring to mind for me.
No. Which one does?
Elf. It's my favorite.
Elf?
Love Elf.
Hi, I'm Buddy the Elf. What's your favorite color?
Okay, but, you know,
Hope you
to
find
me,
your dad,
any
buddy.
movie that has
Thanks, Norwal.
a Christmas scene in it is considered a Christmas movie.
Okay, we'll give you that, I guess.
It's a good thing to watch during the holidays.
Mm-hmm.
So, when I found out I was doing this program...
It sounds like you got a flat tire on the side of the road.
Yeah, it
when
sounds
I
like
found out, my car broke down.
Sounds like jury duty.
When I found out I was doing Bob and Tom jury duty,
Yes.
I figured, well, I'll whip up something.
Great.
And it's about Die Hard, the Christmas movie. It's a Nakatomi Christmas. John McClane is in the air. Wife Holly Gennaro knows that John will soon be there. Douchebag Harry Ellis does another line of blow. Some dude's banging Blondie on a desk he doesn't know. John is pissed at Holly. She used her maiden name. Hans Gruber starts a shooting, and the party goes insane. All hell breaks loose, but our hero doesn't lose his head. To me, it isn't Christmas until these words are said. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. Come out to the coast. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. The LAPD's toast. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. Hans Gruber doesn't know. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. Have machine gun, ho, ho, ho. John McClane is barefoot. The bad guys shoot the glass. Our boy Roy gets pissed and kicks Edgar Winter's ass. They find the detonators, explosions everywhere. Nakatomi Plaza, gonna need a few repairs. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. Come out to the coast. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. The LAPD's toast. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. Hans Gruber doesn't know. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. Have machine gun, ho, ho, ho. That's right. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. John needs a big promotion. Yippee-ki-yay, motherfucker. Hans Gruber dies in very slow motion. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert. Merry Christmas, everybody.
Oh, wonderful.
There you go.
Beautiful job.
It shows what a guy can do in an hour.
An hour? Jeez. Mr. Grizz took me 4 days.
It's here. Oh, I'm going to open it up. Inside, you've got, well, let's see, pork loin, boneless chops. Let's see. This is the pièce de résistance. Beef tenderloin steaks. The perfect burger experience from Omaha Steaks. And individual scallop potatoes and caramel apple tart. It's all here, and it comes, I should point this out, it comes with a dry ice, so it's all perfectly frozen. And of course, with dry ice, you can have fun in the laboratory. Visit omahasteaks.com. Remember, 50% off site-wide, and use the promo code BTS to get an extra $30 off. Boris, I've got something for you.
More weddings on the docket this year. I got a wedding on Memorial Day, another one on Labor Day. You guys have the friends like that? You're like, oh, great, your love's so special. You get to wreck my 3-day weekend.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
Maybe I'll have my funeral on the Super Bowl. How about that?
How about that? I'll show you.
Bring a snack.
Comedian Steve Altman.
It's the technology. What we can do today. We can put a man on the moon. We can send cameras out to Saturn, take pictures, send them back. Computers. You know, but we still can't make a coffee maker that doesn't go. Hell, that wakes me up. I don't really need the coffee now, thanks. I'm awake and irritable. I got one of those cordless phones.
Yeah.
And those are cool. You walk around the house, be outside. You can be in the bathroom now and be on the phone. This is great. That noise? I'm making coffee right now.
Hi, this is Dr. Will Miller.
Catch-offs on the way.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. It's a presentation. Al Michaels and a little bit of hot water from last night's broadcast.
Really?
We'll talk about it if you'd like. We're in the middle of a sportscast. Here's Tom.
Also, it's Pat Godwin's birthday today.
Yeah, it is.
So we're putting him to work.
Huh.
And, well, yeah, I thought
2 hours of sleep.
Well,
but if you're going to hoot the owls, you have to rise with the woodchucks.
He's exactly right, folks.
That's what my Uncle Jimmy used to say.
So what happened last night? Did you and your girlfriend get together for maybe a late dinner?
Celebration, yeah.
And didn't you say it was douche night?
I did not. I said, yeah, it was.
Oh, boy.
That's my favorite thing he says.
Keep talking about it, and it won't be today.
He calls it douche.
It's day. I call it date night.
Date.
Okay,
Douche.
how nice for you.
Do the fist.
No.
Would you care to entertain the troops with a little bit of music?
Yeah. This is for my Uncle Jimmy. we're tipsy during the holidays and only 17. The cherry cokes don't tell our folks are rum and grenadine. You know who's responsible for our inebriation? Dad's younger brother, drunk at every occasion, drunken uncle. He pisses off your mom, the one who buys you beer for your senior prom. Hey, drunken uncle, sick on the side of the road. Christmas Day, spent the night hugging the commode. Woo!
Christmas Day, spent the night hugging the commode.
Very nice, Josh. I'm an uncle now and have lots of nephews and nieces. I give them a sip of beer. They love me all to pieces. I sing them silly songs and tell them dirty jokes. I give them a shot on New Year's Eve and say, please don't tell your folks. Drunken uncle, one in every family. The trio of brothers. The odds are 1 in 3. My brother Jim is a judge. Jack's a PhD. With bloodshot eyes, I realize the drunken uncle's me.
With bloodshot eyes, he realized the drunken uncle's he.
Drunken uncle. You ready, guys?
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
All right.
I actually have to move my lyrics.
Totally my fault.
Drunken uncle.
It was my fault. It was my fault. Can you count us in?
Drunk.
No,
1, 2, 3, go. Drunken uncle.
It's me.
I'm a blast. I fall into the cake and grab your mother's ass.
Hey.
Drunken uncle. I think I'm real funny, but no one laughs when I lend them a grand and never get back my money.
Oh, no one laughs when they lend them a grand and never get back their money.
Oh, that was all over the place, but
It was good.
I was very.
I like he instead of
You
him,
were
Josh.
very
That was very good. Thanks. You should have next time flash that to me so I know. My fault completely. I ruined it. Then Chick ruined it. Then we both ruined it. But it was nice, Pat. Congratulations. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Now.
No cake? We're not getting a cake?
I bet there's a surprise up somebody's sleeve.
I told you. I'm having Amy make him a meatloaf that looks like a cake.
Oh, that sounds great.
I tried to make a meatloaf for Thanksgiving one, like a larger than life, and the middle was not done. It was not
A
good.
little meatloaf tartare.
You're not supposed to eat raw hamburgers. Do you know that?
You can.
You cramp you right up, man.
Well, I mean, you can eat anything, but you're not supposed to raw hamburger. Very bad idea. If you'd like to make a visit to the emergency room, odds are.
I like the idea of a meatloaf cake with a mashed potato icing.
Delicious.
Oh, I know. That sounds wonderful.
You ever see those meatloaf cupcakes?
Yes, they're great.
Make meatloaf and make meatloaf and cupcake.
Mini loaf pans. Oh.
How long ago did Jess make those for us, and you are still talking about
Oh, great. I got to tell you, I love meatloaf. And a meatloaf cupcake.
Do you make your own meatloaf at home?
Not lately, but yeah, the answer is yes, but I haven't recently.
Was it your mom's recipe? We were talking about moms. That's one of the things my mom passed down that's really good. Meatloaf.
Yeah, this is not a particularly elegant segue. I was reading this article about things that are great from a few years ago that people have abandoned for more contemporary things.
Right.
Like?
Oh, and this has been my big...
Black and white TV?
My pet peeve. Well, no, but one of the examples is when you would turn a TV on, it would be on in 10 seconds. Now, I know at my house, it's a 5-minute ordeal pressing like a series of buttons.
That is uncommon, but yes.
Not the way it is at my house.
A better example is contemporary automobiles that have everything on a screen. So you have to take your eyes off the road for half an hour to figure out how to get the radio changed.
They purposely make it not that way, so you don't take your eyes off the road.
And that's false if you've read the science.
It's not that way at all.
New York Times, a major article about how the contemporary dashboards are dangerous.
Part of the way to healing is you admitting you have a problem, and you'll never do that, so you'll never be healed.
I prefer the old-fashioned,
Does it still take a long time for your TV to warm up?
It doesn't.
Are you
still happen?
Yeah, something's wrong.
No, it's not the TV. It's the system that it's on.
Something is wrong. Yeah,
you have to hit.
I have my TV. First of all, it has an internal Wi-Fi, so you can use that. Or I got my Apple TV hooked up to it, and the Apple TV hookup, you just hit one button, and the surround sound comes on.
I'll have
it
come over. It's 2 minutes before you have a picture.
I don't want to help you.
But it's that warm tube sound, though.
But the reason I'm bringing it up in the context of food, a lot of appliances the older ones are much better.
Like,
really?
For example?
The mixer.
Older mixers were better?
Yeah.
Okay.
What's the mixer? What's that called?
The KitchenAid, the big one?
The KitchenAid, yeah.
KitchenAid.
I've gone through 2 of those in 10 years.
What?
Yeah, they're crap now. They used to be amazing. My mom had one forever.
Dude, they better be good, aren't they? Like $300?
Yes.
More than that. Our second one just crapped out.
Oh, man. What are you mixing, rocks?
No joke.
Cookies.
You can't make.
I've had those cookies.
You're not supposed
rocks.
to make riprap in that, you know? You're
I'm just saying.
You mean like the little hand mixer or the whole?
No, the big one with the heavy
right.
thing. I'm just saying that things aren't what they used to be.
That's not true. That's just not true.
They're not making stuff as good as they used to.
Well, some things they make worse by design.
I mean, but this one article points out, for example, there's a washing machine that will send you a message when your clothes are dry. You know, we don't need this.
I would just like my washing machine to wash a load of clothes under an hour.
Man, you're not
Why
kidding.
does it take forever?
That's not. But my problem is that if you have that the dampness sensor, doesn't work.
Yeah, it doesn't work.
No. It turns off when they're dry. No, they're not.
No, they're not.
I'm just saying. There's a lot of stuff that's older that's better than the stuff we have.
You know what? I think I misjudged you. I think it's a lot worse at your house and you magooing around than I could ever imagine.
Okay, I'll do this with Josh. Josh, what about books?
Yeah.
Do you like a book as opposed to reading it on an electronic device?
I do. I think I'm in the minority, but I do.
Oh, I do
because
too.
the printed word cannot be edited on the
What
fly.
about a calendar? I like a good old-fashioned paper calendar where I can look ahead and...
Oh, okay.
I hate that thing on my phone.
I love that.
It screws me up.
I think this just goes back to Chick's contention that, your enjoyment of older things as opposed to younger things. I think we've already learned that with your mother's bridge club.
That's true.
And if you were given a choice between a young whore and an old whore,
they're better than
well,
you
at
would
least
take
with
the older whore.
You know what I would need with an old whore?
What would you need?
A password. If I get asked for
Open sesame.
one more password, I am quitting life.
I embrace the new thing. I think it's wonderful. Everything's better now. Absolutely.
No, I don't think so.
My refrigerator sends me messages. I enjoy it. I look forward to it. Yes.
What's your refrigerator's password?
I'd rather not say.
Why do you need a password?
Just because
I don't have a password on my refrigerator.
You can't keep it.
Your washing machine
together.
If you want to have your washing machine tell you when it's done, you have to have a password.
I don't have a.
You have
mine's
to put
not
it
a
on Wi-Fi.
fancy-
I don't think that's necessarily a better thing in life. How about a cast iron skillet?
Got one.
Perfect.
Had it
They are
forever.
perfect.
That's a good thing, see?
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying some of the older things are great, including, as Chick points out, old whores. When we come back, we'll explore something else, including we have interesting Mickey Mouse news today and fascinating news in the world of cheese. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom Show this morning. Catch any part of the show you missed.
Hey, Josh Arnold here from the Bob and Tom Show. Do you know where squeaky, fresh cheese curds come from?
Well, yeah, it comes from a cow's teeth. Everybody knows that.
No, they come from Gardner's Wisconsin cheese.
Well, yeah, but before that, it was in a cow's teeth. God, is that you bleeping me?
This is why Gardner's Wisconsin cheese is different. Their cheese curds are made fresh in the morning and delivered to your doorstep in about 48 hours nationwide. The freshest curds outside the walls of the creamery, I say.
Wow. We've got fresh curds, but we couldn't get them to you for about a month by buggy.
You gotta try their oven-baked cheese. It arrives at your doorstep pre-baked. You just heat it and eat it. Grill it, skill it, air fry it.
Oh, we're not allowed to have air fryers. We'd burn in hell for that. But you cook the cheese, I guess. But
And their aged super sharp cheddars are amazing. From 4 to 17 years. My favorite is the 8-year-old super sharp cheddar. It's powerful but still creamy and melts in your mouth. Just delicious.
Sounds like that Gardner farmer is pretty smart on cheese.
Right now, receive free cold pack shipping and free cheese curds when you spend $59 or more at GardnersWisconsinCheese.com.
I don't have an internet.
Their pre-selected package deals make great gifts for coworkers, friends, or anyone hard to shop for. Remember, cheese is always a good idea.
Can't argue with that.
That's GardnersWisconsinCheese.com.
I met her at the card corral, but I hardly ever see her now. Got wrapped up in sin when she helped me push it in. Set my heart on fire through chrome-plated wire. Right there at the card corral. My cart was full of meat and that San Francisco treat. Chunky soup eats like a meal with a dash of squeaky wheel. Rogaine so I won't get bald. 4 bags of Epsom salt. 2 cartons of Pall Mall. And a copy of Walking Tall. That Buford parcel was something else.
Yeah.
Her cart was hunkered down with red bullet crown. Baby seat full of bread. Knocked before her head. The whole parking lot could see just what she meant to me. 2 liter of Mountain Dew and some tomatoes for making stew. Paige and Stu Pedazza. I met her at the cart corral, but I hardly ever see her now. Got wrapped up in sin when she helped me push it in. It's a parking lot oasis in all them empty spaces right there at the cart corral. What I like is the parking's free and you don't have to pay for it. Our carts rolled toward the street, about lost half my meat. We kindly hit head on. She was talking on her phone. Everybody stopped and stared when her wings flew in the air. So much for making toast. That string on my pot roast. They give you enough to tie your shoes with. Don't chop that much at all. On account of my cholesterol. Clean up on aisle 2 because my heart just spilled the truth. Kotex value pack and Jemima on her back. So set in her ways that I'll see her in 30 days. Get it?
Get it.
I met her at the cart corral, but I hardly never see her now. Got wrapped up in sin when she helped me push it in. I'll probably kick a shine if she will be mine. Right there at the cart corral. Hop the wheelie in my pants. Right there at the cart corral. Kindly did a little dance. Clip and save a place for me. Good night.
Hey, it's Josh, and of course...
Hi, Chick McGee, everybody. Your chance to win a Mini Max Big Green Egg for Bob and Tom at Big Green Egg. Each week, someone will win a Mini Max Big Green Egg.
It's the Bob and Tom Show Pigskin Pick'em, powered by the Big Green Egg.
Go to bobandtom.com/contest on the computer.
Is that where you go? Are we eligible?
I can borrow your shirt and your shorts for later.
You're sick!
Perspiration Plus, lemon lime, tropical punch, or clear.
Can I borrow your shorts for later?
You're listening to Bob and Tom Radio. 24/7. 24/7.
Comedian Matt Weinhold is here with us.
I think that you should avoid all sort of living with anyone. Even if you're married, don't live with them because that'll mess it up. That's what messes it up. Because remember when you're dating, it's so great, it's so fun. You go on these dates and you go and you get coffee and you see movies and you talk and you have this wonderful sex and it's, I love you and I love you. And then you go home and I love my cable and I love my refrigerator. I love my life. And then they move in, and then they're right in your face. And, hi, we live together now. Hi, what are you doing? What are you thinking? How about now? Or now? How about now? That was yesterday. What about now? Where are you going? What are you doing? Who was that called?
And Jesus said, take this bread and eat it. It is my body. And the disciples said, Jesus, we're all on low-carb diet. We appreciate you dying for our sins, but we're all trying to slim down a little bit. We want to look good in the painting.
Hi, this is Mike McClowry, and you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
Forward to it.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. birthday boy, Pat Godwin.
Thanks, Chick.
Happy birthday, my friend.
I appreciate that.
You're welcome. There's Christy Lee.
Hi.
And her ocelot
Yeah.
hide she has around her neck.
Mm-hmm.
There's Josh Arnold.
Is that real ocelot?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, you want to feel?
Yeah.
Yeah, I will.
Okay.
Kind of smells. Can you smell it? Rotting.
Oh, yeah.
Rotting flesh. There's Ace Cosby.
Howdy.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
Thank you very much. Now, coming up, we have comedian Dave Landau will be joining us.
All right.
And another special guest. Looking forward to that. But right now, we are returning to the sports page with Chick McGee. Anything else we missed?
Well, we've got, there's trouble in paradise as far if you're Al Michaels, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Earlier in the week, you remember it was reported that Al Michaels would not be working the playoffs for NBC. This was a surprise to most everyone, including Al Michaels. No one had told him, he said. And several times this season, Michaels has been called out on social media, Tom, the always present social media, over his lack of enthusiasm on plays. People are getting on social media saying, hey, come on, this is exciting football. Let's turn it up a little bit, Al. So apparently during last night's Raiders-Chargers game, it was no exception. Michaels sounded confused and unenthusiastic during Raiders' John Jenkins. What happened? The Chargers fumbled the ball. Raiders' John Jenkins, defensive lineman, picks it up and runs it back for a touchdown, making it 56-7 at that point.
Well, you can see why with a game, that game that close, his level of enthusiasm was.
So here's what it sounded like.
All right.
Now, Michaels, judge for yourself. I have no opinion.
Okay.
Even though I'm glad he's going to be off TV, I have no opinion.
Okay.
Here we go.
Looking, look out from behind. And the ball is out. It's going to be ruled. It's alive and going to the end zone right now for what is ruled a touchdown is John Jenkins.
I think he's trying to parcel together what's happening as it's happening. You know what I mean? It sounded like it was...
Well, but there's a certain amount of, okay, this is TV. You don't have to do that. But you do have to do it a little bit. But
he's not a homer. He's not. He's not rooting for one of the teams.
Is that the one where the defensive tackle got it right?
Yeah, John Jenkins. Yeah, the defensive.
He's a big, huge guy. And he's like,
he's what?
Like rumbling down this.
Oh.
But again, it's television, so that's sort of. I thought aren't you the big fan of watching television sports without the sound on?
Absolutely,
because
especially
the
NFL. The NFL
doesn't need to be described.
I watch the NBA with sound up because Reggie's doing the game every now and then.
He does a good job.
Yeah, but then
social media is going to social media.
No matter what.
But my favorite part is right at the beginning when he makes a fumble, arguably an exciting play.
But the score's 57-2 or whatever.
Here it is.
Looking, look out from behind.
Look out from behind.
So what happens? Okay, so he goes, oh my God, it's a fumble.
Yeah.
Then everybody's going to go on social media and go, hey, how come you're rooting for the team who...
You don't know that.
Oh.
Hey, this is terrible. I've got the Chargers minus 70.
Well, no. You had to have the Chargers.
Would you plus whatever? The game isn't close at all.
60.
I mean, how enthusiastic can he get?
No,
now maybe that would be. What if they did that, Chick? What if they before the game?
Yeah.
Each of the announcers had to put $10,000 on the game.
This is like
now you're going to see some. Now you're going to see some enthusiasm.
This is kind of like your
run, you son of a bitch.
This is kind of like your NBA. They're invested now.
Yes, that's why I think every NBA game you only pay the winning team. You're going to see some hustle on that court.
Your point is valid, Chick. He's older and less enthused about.
And I don't blame him one damn bit. At least if you're going to kick me off the playoffs, who's the first person you should tell? Me.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, then you can start telling everybody. But gee, and after being on TV for he's been okay.
It was very disrespectful.
I've never cared for him broadcasting, but that's
Al.
just me.
Okay.
I'm different, Tom.
Yeah, you don't treat Al Michaels like that.
No, you don't. Well, you don't treat anybody like
sure,
that. If
but
you're
I mean, the guy's earned the right
broadcaster,
to.
Yeah.
The only reason you would tweet Al Michaels like that is because Al Michaels would say, "You don't treat me like that," and then I treat him like that. You get my meaning?
I do.
You understand what I'm saying?
I do.
Okay. And that brings us to Stupid World Record.
Oh, you know what it really brings us to?
What?
Not Al Michaels. But Lee Michaels. Remember Remember this tune, Christy?
And they just discovered stereo.
Yeah.
Been 40 days since I don't know when. I just saw her with my best friend. You know what I mean?
A little bit of Lee Michaels. Al Michaels' son.
I could never have told you who did this song, though.
That should be Al Michaels' grandson.
I just saw her yesterday.
Is this a one-hit wonder?
Yeah, I don't know why, but
Ask her to stay. You know what I mean?
I believe it's from the album Fifth or something. Right?
That song's amazing.
Shit, that's amazing.
Describing what he was drinking.
yeah, I think that's kind of his only big.
That song's so great.
That is a great song.
Terrific.
That was the problem. It was such a great song, and everybody was waiting. Okay.
What else you got, Lee?
But no, you can say that about anybody. I can remember you hear your song from Elton John going, hey, this is probably some one-hit wonder, and then the next album comes out, and you go, boom, these are awfully good, aren't they?
Well, yeah, your song.
You never know.
You never know.
But that's if you're not familiar with that tune, it's great. Lee Michaels, no relation to Al, probably, I'm guessing.
Or a grandson, at least.
Yeah.
Maybe
What made you
great
think of Lee Michaels? Just
Because I was so bored talking about Al Michaels, I was trying to think of famous
okay.
Michaels. And there's Michael Stanley Band, another Michael that I like.
yeah.
Could have gone with George Michaels.
George Michaels.
That's
yeah.
singular, isn't
That's
he?
Michael.
That's Michael.
Michael.
This is Michael's.
Yeah.
You're wrong, Ace. There's no S on George Michael.
It is in my world.
See how he gets out of this?
That's a new feature.
I'd like to get a look at Ace's. Well, you know what? No, I wouldn't. I don't think I would.
You know my famous story about lacking an S, don't you?
What?
An S?
Lacking an S?
Yeah, this DJ that I worked with.
Right.
I've told you about him. He was the guy that he would at the local armory down the street.
Not the cross-dressing guy.
No, that was Len.
Oh, okay.
What size shoe he wear, Len?
I don't remember. Len was a very
that's the biggest problem
tall,
with
slender guy.
cross-dressing. You
He
have
was
to
a cross-dresser.
Finding shoes. Yeah.
He wore his wife's clothes. And I had to bail him out of jail. It's a long story.
I'm sorry about the armory guy.
Yeah, he
What
was.
do you want, a medal for that?
His name was Lance Williams.
Williams. Oh, yeah, I remember this story.
And yeah, but he would. He's the one that explained to me why he opened his cigarettes from the bottom of the pack.
God.
It's because he didn't want to get juice on them.
Isn't he the one that also sold his own commercials during a show?
And no one knew that they were. He was
Brilliant.
great.
That's bright.
We had a guy in West Virginia, Earl Rogers, and he would sell his own commercials to his own shows and promote his own show, and he was making millions.
Yeah, there was a guy out of St. Louis who got very rich doing that.
Yeah.
See, he wasn't logging them legally.
Oh,
okay.
Well, that's a problem.
They weren't going through the.
That's even better.
He was keeping all the money, allegedly. I don't know.
I remember the name of the Major Harris.
Oh.
Tonight at the Welch Armory.
Major Harris was great.
Love won't let me wait.
The guy said Frank Opinion was the guy in St. Louis.
Really?
That's not a real thing.
It's very real, and I'm telling you, he was really good. He was terrific.
Frank Opinion?
Yes.
Was it a political talk show?
It was not. No.
Should have been.
You're kidding me.
Was it what?
Frank Opinion was great.
Did they have a lane change on weather? What or traffic? What's going on?
He was great.
Was he like a top 40 job?
Let me finish my story for Ace.
Okay.
So Ace. So Lance had a jingle package made back in the day, and he'd go to these jingle places, and it would go, pop, pop, and then so we would have like the Bob and Tom Show, doot. Well, he had one, and when they made it, they misread the order, and they did Lance William. They forgot the S, but he'd still use Lance William, and we'd always go. Smoked cools, by the way. Now,
World record's coming up.
Okay, I'm here to.
And somebody's gonna fart.
Once again, it's my duty. Ooh. Once again, it's my duty to help you with your Christmas gift giving.
It's my duty to bang that booty.
What you need to do here, fellas, is pay close attention because I can solve a huge problem for you right now. It's also going to help you. I'm talking about Pajamagram's famous naturally nude pajamas.
Oh.
And they get the full endorsement of young Christy Lee over there.
Love them.
They're soft, they're silky, they are seriously luxurious. They're called naturally nude pajamas, and special bonus this year, Pajamagram is up the ante by adding for free, I said free, the naturally nude nightie, which you were talking about off the air, Christy. That's your favorite part.
It's my favorite. I have the nightie and the robe, and I love them. It's so comfortable, so soft, and sexy.
It's a $75 savings right now. 2 gifts in one, by the way. And it's really 3 gifts in one, or 4, because technically when she puts this on, you will be benefiting. If you know what I mean. If you can read between the lines.
If you know what I mean.
Yeah, you can read between the lines or read between the legs. Is that more direct?
Okay, well.
Is that a little more direct?
Now, once again, ladies and gentlemen, listening and here in the studio,
Yes.
he's given us I don't know how many lectures about a pajamagram. We have to be, it's okay to be a little naughty, but let's not keep it between the legs is what we're working for here.
No need to underscore it. I think I made my point with a certain subtlety. The nuanced delivery that I prepared.
And he's making it worse.
They're called naturally nude pajamas. Fellas, I am saving you right now. Here's what you do. You go to pajamagram.com and look for the naturally nude pajamas, and then you get that special offer with the naturally nude nightie. You're going to thank me. That's naturally nude at pajamagram.com. And I will say this as an aside. They have not asked me to say this, but I'm going to say it anyway.
All right.
Say it.
They have a bunch of really cool stuff at Pajamagram. And one year I got everyone in my family those Santa Claus pajamas with the caps. Hilarious. Really fun. So Pajamagram for cool stuff and stuff for sexy time.
Yeah.
You can read between the lines. Or legs. It's up to you. We're coming right back. We have some sexy time news for you. And we have a mobility scooter in the news.
Oh, good.
In a very funny way.
I'm looking for one.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Good morning, sunshine.
Bob and Tom Radio.
Thank you so much for tuning.
Morgan Freeman reading Little Miss Muffet sat on the top, eating her curd and whey. Along came a spider.
It's too good.
Down
perfect,
beside
man.
her.
Can you do Liam Neeson doing one?
3 blind mice. See how they run.
What are they running from?
I'm a man who's kidnapped my daughter.
Right. Do you have any special skills?
I don't know who they are. I don't know what these mice want. But if they're looking for some cheese, I'll tell you this.
Oh, come on. I'm loving this.
Pacino and Hickory Dickory?
Hickory Dickory Dock! The mouse ran up the clock. The clock struck 3 and all went wee. That's wrong. Rub-a-dub-dub, 3 men in a tub.
What were the 3 men in a tub doing?
A butcher,
Rub-a-dub-dub,
a
3 men in
baker,
a tub.
and a candlestick maker. I know who you 3 are. I know what the 3 of you do. But I'm going to tell you this. This bathtub doesn't have a lot of time.
It's here. Oh, I'm going to open it up. Inside, you've got, let's see. Pork loin, boneless chops. Let's see. This is the pièce de résistance. Beef tenderloin steaks. The perfect burger experience from Omaha Steaks. And, individual scallop potatoes and caramel apple tart. It's all here, and it comes, I should point this out, it comes with a dry ice, so it's all perfectly frozen, and of course, with dry ice, you could have fun in the laboratory. Visit omahasteaks.com. Remember, 50% off site-wide, and use the promo code BTS to get an extra $30 off. Boris, I've got something for you.
Both hang out right there by the shell. They both walk slow at a simple pace, both afraid to show their face, but only one has a built-in place to hide. Turtles and whores, turtles and whores. I love them turtles and whores. They both advertise a little tale, move so much you never get mail. They both go by the same nickname, Snapper. Daddy never told about the birds and bees, but always talked about both these and made it clear only one was fit to eat. Turtles and whores.
Yeah.
Turtles and whores. I love them turtles and whores.
Turtles and hoes.
Now, if you catch one, here's some advice. One is dirty and the other ain't nice. So be polite and always walk up from behind. Make small talk, never let them see fear. Don't work alone, just bait or bear. And when you're done, just drop them by the river. Turtles and whores.
Everybody.
Turtles and whores. I've caught both while fishing. I'm always on a mission. And they both hate the kitchen. Turtles and whores.
Bob and Tom 24/7. Not on air, online, all the time.
Bob and Tom, 24/7.
Actually, I'm doing a CNN interview at 10, or else I'd go with him. Doing Larry King. First time. I'm very
Larry?
excited. Yeah, I just want him to go, Saskatchewan, hello! Can you turn down the electric blanket? Turn off the fan above the oven. I go, you know what we're going to do, Larry? We're going to try to get your shoulders a little higher. Could you do that? Why are my suspenders so tight? Because they don't go around your Larry. That's why they go. See, if you let them go, the shoulders will do that. You won't look like you look like a vulture in heat. Muncie, hello. Question for the skinhead.
So what else is in your room?
I have dogs playing poker. I have 3 of the dogs playing poker on the wall.
You have dogs playing poker on the wall?
The big velvet
the painting? Is it
not
a tapestry?
The velvet. They're not velvet.
Is it
no.
a tapestry?
I do have dogs playing poker, a tapestry, one of them, but no, they're not the tapestry.
Mm-hmm.
The tapestry that I gave you of my face.
It has actually my comforter.
I have that. That's in my living room.
Can I tell you this honestly? In all truth, my comforter is at the dry cleaners right now, and your tapestry is on my bed right now. I slept underneath it last night.
Is he facing up or down?
He's facing down. I've never slept better.
Man.
Really?
Bob and Tom.
5,
4, 3, 2, 1.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Getting ready for some world records in sports and possibly that fabulous Ace Cosby joke of the day. And here's Tom. Hello, Tom.
Boy, we screwed up. I can't believe it.
What happened?
Well, you were talking about the fine broadcaster, Mr. Al Michaels. And he's
Al Michaels,
getting a lot of heat from various...
He's also getting criticism because he's discounting Taylor Swift. He was kind of talking...
Why doesn't he just retire?
Way.
But we were talking about famous Michaels. And,
so the Swifties were after him.
And I was moved enough to play this the great song by Lee Michaels. This is Do You Know What I Mean? This one. Admittedly, there's a grammar. Her and Bobby, really she and Bobby, were stepping up. Would you agree, Josh?
Yes, but I think it says something. It's
We all
character
know.
related.
It's good. It's rock and roll.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
you
Okay.
get
Here it is again. A great song. I highly recommend it. But we were trying to think of who are the most famous Michaels. And, wow, I can't believe we missed this one. Mr. Van Dyke was kind enough to write us. You missed the greatest Michaels of all time, the famous DJ Chuck Michaels.
Oh, yes.
With a Z. That, of course, was...
You mean Chaz Michaels?
Did you go by Chaz Michaels?
C-H-A-Z. Yeah, that's what my letter says, Chaz Michaels.
I thought you were Chuck Michaels. On the radio.
Deluxe was somebody, right?
Deluxe was my high school nickname.
Oh, okay.
But when you were on the radio, weren't you Chuck Michaels?
I was Chuck Michaels, and I was also Chaz Michaels.
I did not know about the Chaz.
Yeah. Like Chaz Chandler.
Okay.
Yeah.
Somewhat diminishing the power of this letter. I certainly appreciated it, Mr. Van Dyke.
You're reading it.
Michaels is in both, so yeah, you're right. We did forget the greatest Michaels.
You said Z when you were reading it, and it says Chaz Michaels in the letter.
Do you guys have two different letters?
Oh, my God.
Do you have... Is this...
Your letter is one sentence. His is a paragraph.
Tim Miller?
No. David Van Dyke. I said Mr. Van Dyke.
Oh, that's not a...
Oh, Dyke Van David?
Okay. I thought it couldn't get more boring. I was wrong. What else is going on?
That seems like it's my fault now.
Don't we have something special? By the way, the greatest Michaels is Gianna Michaels.
Gianna Michaels.
Oh, yeah, she's
is
an
she a
adult
porn
cinema
star?
My absolute favorite porn star.
Okay, now it's Pat's birthday. Mr. Godwin.
Yes, sir.
You were complaining about your lack of a cake.
Oh, that looks good.
3 years ago.
And you are now a vegan. So we have invited Ms. Hooker in, who has prepared one of two cakes for you.
Look at you, Pat.
Holy heck.
Now, this one...
Pat coming in?
I could come in if you'd like.
Okay, Pat, come on in.
Into the studio?
I'll wait until he gets in.
Jess, that looks delicious.
Yeah, what is it?
Thanks. I'll tell you as soon as Pat gets in here. Obviously, there's another cake that's much bigger and much prettier, but this is a very Pat-centric cake.
Okay.
This is a vegan product?
This is a vegan product, yes. Homemade in my kitchen. But the catch is that it's a rutabaga cake.
Oh, holy cow.
Rutabaga.
It is.
We need to explain. Rutabaga, Pat said that
favorite.
his family tradition, was it at Thanksgiving?
Thanksgiving and Christmas,
Was to have rutabaga.
Delicious.
With your turkey.
Rutabagas are sweet? I had no idea.
If you put sugar in them.
Anything's sweet if you put sugar in it.
Bad thing.
Just slow down here for a second. Now, rutabaga it looks like a baseball kind of.
It looks like a turnip. It looks like a giant turnip. Yeah.
So
they're very similar.
So it's close to like a sweet potato kind of.
Much more round.
Okay.
Yeah. I actually brought you the extra ones I had left over, so you can cook them up later today.
leftovers.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever eaten a rutabaga.
Well, I can tell you that at my house last night, my family left because it stunk so bad.
Pungent, is it?
The term vinegar and farts
It's
is
called-
what was is how they
It's called isolation cake.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, and as they were leaving the house, Addie goes, "Do we even know Pat? Like, why would we stink up our house?"
By the way, Vinegar and Farts is the worst stripping duo to ever hit the stages.
Give it up for
of PTs.
Vinegar and Farts.
Looks like a tough cutting.
Thank you, Ace. As always,
Ace always knows what to say.
it was in the refrigerator overnight, so it's not to room temperature.
Have you taken a bite of it yet?
No, I actually didn't want to.
Is there a recipe for this, or did you invent this?
I basically did a carrot cake and subbed rutabaga.
Oh, okay.
It's the same consistency, the same moisture.
Now, how about the icing? How was that free?
So the icing is just a plant-based butter with powdered sugar.
So it's fully vegan.
Powdered
Fully
sugar.
vegan. Yes, this cake is fully vegan. I know you're not supposed to have sugar. You can have a little sugar on your birthday.
And what do you got? Nuts there on top?
Yeah, some
You put your nuts on top?
Ooh, Pat.
That makes it salty and delicious.
That is silly.
Well, serve up and let him taste it. And now this is a lot of pressure, Pat, because she's gone to a lot of
need
trouble.
a fork.
It's okay.
right?
It's okay if you don't like it. I don't think any person in the right mind would like
That's too
it.
big a bite.
That's a
I'm
big
shaking.
bite.
It's been 5 years.
Being here in the studio? Yeah, it's pretty imposing. Yeah, you're right.
I hope he vomits.
That's not nice.
How is it?
Darn good.
Really? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Is
well,
anybody else?
Yeah, I'd like to try that. Yeah.
Okay.
That's
give it a
rutabaga
shot.
delicious.
Give Chick that piece and then bring me the cake.
once again, Pat is
It's
Pat,
good.
Pat has gone vegan.
Good.
You always know something's good when they go that high pitched.
Yeah.
It's good.
It's real good. I want to see Chick's face here.
What?
Chick, how is it?
Yeah, it reminds me of carrot cake.
It's delicious.
I could not place rutabaga. No way.
All right.
It's
Now,
creamy.
okay. While we try this one, we have another cake, Pat, that Amy made for you.
Oh.
And as you know, for his Christmas present, I got Josh. I had vinyl copies of his album made, this is a giant record album cake that looks like one of Pat's out. What does it say on there, Pat?
It says Pat Godwin, Under the Bed, my last album.
One of your most recent records.
Well, streaming. It's more popular than the vinyl genre.
And this is another cake that is also strictly vegan, and I don't know what flavor it is. So you'll have to bite into it.
I can tell you what flavor this rutabaga cake is.
No good?
Play-Doh. You two should be nominated for Best Supporting Actor.
Is it that bad?
She's going to come running in here. Jess is going to come running in here. Here she go.
Jess, give me a small piece of the rutabaga cake.
Yeah, I want to try that too.
Enjoy.
Okay.
Josh, I agree.
and
I
then-
agree because all of the plant-based substitutes that you have to do, they're not natural. They're not natural occurring things.
When you're real hungry,
they say
there's naturals
plant-based,
they
but
get.
there's a lot of chemicals in there to keep for the preservatives. So it's
Jess
not,
is one of the finest
yeah.
chefs, bakers, cooks on the planet.
Yeah.
Her food is some of the greatest I've literally ever had. I hate this cake.
Can you taste what? Do you like rutabagas?
I don't know that I've ever had them.
Right.
So,
but it's a very distinct flavor, and it's awful. It's awful. I'm sorry,
in
Pat.
what culture
it's awful.
in what culture of food culture is the rutabaga a popular food?
Irish?
Irish turnip. Yeah,
turnip.
It's a tangy turnip.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah. But there's
It's got a lot of flavor to it.
When you grate a rutabaga, it becomes sweet, is what they call it, and it's used as a substitute.
And it
a
smells
lot.
terrible when you cook it?
It smells
It does.
so bad.
It's like sulfur. Yeah.
So bad.
Yeah.
So you can see why it really isn't popular anymore.
Yeah.
Was it hard to get rutabagas, or were they readily available?
No, they were at the grocery. Yeah.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only reason
in the
that
poor people aisle.
you ate rutabagas because it was hard to get potatoes for a while.
Yes, it was.
Yes.
And fishing was out of the question. That's a lot of work.
Well, we'll move on. We'll try the other cake in just a few minutes. The vegan cake that looks just like a record album in honor of Pat's recording. But let's get back to the sports desk with Chick McGee.
Yes. You know what time it is, Tom? It's something you've come up with, so you'll pay attention and be engaged. Here we go. A four-legged robot has set the Guinness World Record for the fastest 100 meters by a quadrupedal robot.
This is no good. We have to stop at the
Yes,
robot.
we do.
They can chase us now
Yep.
and be faster.
No, we're faster.
The record authority said the robot dog named Hound started from a stationary position and sprinted to cover the distance in 19.87 seconds. Oh, nowhere near the world record, which is 9 point something. It's very fast.
Man, this thing's still faster than me.
Hound is fitted with lightweight feet specialized for sprinting. It weighs 99 pounds, similar to an average adult male bulldog or a fat golden. It was designed for high-speed running. Hound can do much more than that. Proved able to successfully climb a 22-degree slope. You're right. I don't like any of this.
No.
And
Don't want
a
this.
14-inch high obstacle. I saw online one of these robot dogs pulling a rickshaw.
Oh, yes. I've seen that, too.
Have you seen that? And that's like an industry that's popping up.
Right.
Well, they got to have the robot dogs. But, yeah, you get in and you go,
We should be very, very afraid.
and the dogs pull you.
And what the robot dog is named
Astro?
Hound.
Oh.
If it were a cat, it would be a pussy hound.
Well, no, it would just be a
wouldn't.
pussy.
No, if they named it hound.
Hey, I have rent.
I don't know. I'm not sure what's going on. I don't know if you heard me say hound twice. If you just wanted me to say it again to set up the joke in quotes.
No, the 7-year-old over here just wanted to say pussy hound. That's all that was happening.
Look, his face is so red right
I'm
now.
going to try.
Try your
I'm going to
rutabaga.
try to
The
rutabaga cake.
thing, and you put Play-Doh in my head, and now
I can't.
Tastes like Play-Doh?
Once again, just made a rutabaga cake. It smells awful.
It doesn't taste like Play-Doh because I suggested it did. It tastes like Play-Doh because it effing tastes like Play-Doh.
I liked it right off the bat.
I'm going to try it off the air.
I like Play-Doh, though.
Oh, my God. You nailed it. It
So what
tastes
do you,
just like Play-Doh.
What do you are you going to eat the rest of the rutabaga cake, or
Are you going to eat yours?
I might.
You can have my piece.
I'll try another bite.
Does anybody else want a piece before I drop kick it into the street?
You're gonna see squirrels turn it down. Well, it's the effort that counts. Thank you very
Of
much.
course. Jess went to a lot of work.
Okay.
Be nice.
That's a shame. She could have done anything. Could have read a book, took a nap.
Not stunk up her house.
They do stink up the house.
Pat, you're dutifully eating your entire piece.
Well, she's so sweet. She got up
hasn't
early
eaten in
and
6 months.
dropped 30 pounds. Look
That's
at that
why they.
photo.
That's how they break you down in the vegan world. Oh, this will be fine. Okay.
You'll love the taste of it just because it's food.
No kidding. That's so true.
Well, we have another one?
You know we have another one. You're looking right at it.
No, I'm not. I'm over here eating this trying to get this rutabaga cake taste out of my mouth.
I got something to get that taste out of your mouth.
Oh.
It's
Then
one
it'll
of
be
your,
tasting like bean sprouts.
from your childhood. It's one of your old whores. He always liked to eat this.
Oh, put that away. Oh, boy.
Come here, Tommy.
Oh, no.
If he'll eat rutabaga, he'll eat this.
Thelma, please.
That's my grandmother's name.
Oh, sorry.
Always quite.
You slept with my grandmother.
He was always a pussy hound.
That's the name of the robot.
Thank you, sweetie.
I'm sorry.
Go back to the...
Then why isn't it a hound pussy if it's a dog?
It would just be...
They named the robot Hound. I'm saying...
Because it's a dog.
I mean...
Because it's a dog.
It could be a robot cat.
And it would be pussy.
That's it.
That it was so that therefore it would be named Pussy Hound.
No, it wouldn't.
And he'd be and he would automatically become the general manager of a car dealership.
You're fine.
You know, one of the nicest people on the face of the earth, and to you too, he's very nice, is a car dealer. What's your problem?
I just knew one that was... I'm sorry. I should have picked a different... A radio show manager. How about that?
There you go. Yes.
That's the truth.
A multi-world record holder has broken the Guinness World Record for putting the most candy canes in his beard.
Oh, shoot. I'm glad you said beard.
See?
Did you use buh?
No, a candy cane in his dick hole.
Or how many can you hang off of your wang?
How many can you hang off your wang? Is that what you said, Christy? Do you kiss your
Well, wait a minute.
boyfriend with that mouth?
We're going to have to get the wide mouth candy canes, if you know what I mean.
I know what you
Oh,
mean.
really?
Well,
you
yeah.
can just hand me some miniatures.
Are you? I am of the opinion that candy canes are like
horrible.
when you're a kid, those giant suckers.
Awful.
Those really giant lollipops, and you want one, then you get it, and you realize
You
they're
don't
awful.
like candy canes?
No.
I don't either.
No. They're the rutabaga cake of the Christmas tree.
Yeah, they're. I mean,
come on.
Mint should be outlawed.
they're fun, but it's
Do you
like
put them on your Christmas tree?
no. We have them here and there, but I'm not a fan. I'm just trying to. I'm just saying.
That's
I'm
why
not
they
trying
suck.
to affect the candy cane industry.
You're wrong.
The only thing they're good for is making a shiv.
That's white
They're
trashville.
good.
Candy canes on a tree is white trashville.
No, it's
Yeah.
not.
Yeah, it sure is. Mr. Joel Strasser achieved the record by stuffing 187 candy canes into his
Into his what?
into his beard.
You know, that's a picture I would look at.
Good Lord, look at this. They're all on top of each other.
Look, he's crying.
That's gotta hurt. And then once you take them out, it's gonna
Oh, yeah.
sting.
Like a gauge piercing.
You know,
Oh, yeah.
sting with the mint.
That beard is thicker than my Fifi's bush.
He's got a whole show over here.
I know, he's killing it.
Spike Jones.
Where he's doing his show, he's number one, man.
Remember that guy? That guy surfaced about a month ago.
Yes.
I just remembered him.
Jacques, he needs to behave himself.
His girlfriend Fifi.
Some of Mr. Strasser's other records include most forks in his beard,
Yeah.
most chopsticks in a beard. Yeah, you couldn't figure.
He must have a big beard.
One.
Yeah, I must.
And most paper straws in a beard. Last year, Joel tackled another Christmas record by besting his own record for the most beard baubles in a beard.
Beard baubles? What's
by
a bauble?
adorning his face for 710 Christmas baubles.
A little goo-gaw.
Oh.
It's a very serious looking beard, ladies and gentlemen. Of course. Oh my gosh.
Is it like a ZZ Top beard? Like
Yeah.
real long?
Yep.
Oh.
Yep.
Yep. Remember those aliens on Sesame Street? Yep.
They're apparently from the 50s.
Does it have a
They like a
picture
little
of his...
Shauna Nosh,
No, it just calm down.
Okay.
I just thicker than what's his name's.
Thicker than a sticker.
There you go. Coming up, we're going to hang out with comedian Dave Landau. We have, what is that sports, by the way?
Yes, I think it might be.
Hey, fancy vest.
That's it. That's all we're doing.
What are you doing with those candy canes in your...
Take those out of your dick.
Would you mind? When we come back, we'll get In the news, by the way, D's nuts.
Oh.
That's right.
He's killing it again.
No, I'm serious.
Is this
Christy.
part of this is all part of your pussy hound hunk. That you started off with.
D's nuts is part of a lawsuit that was just settled involving the D's nuts candy bar. Were you aware of this?
No.
I'm not aware of a candy bar
It
called
involves
D's
Mr.
Nuts.
Beast. We'll be talking about it in a minute. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, thanks. The Bob and Tom Show now presents Cliff Notes Theater. Condensed presentations of timeless classics. Today's story, Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol.
All right, you workers. It's Christmas. Now get back to work. I'm sleepy. I'm going to bed.
Hey, Scrooge, I'm a ghost. You need to change.
Okay, I learned my lesson. Here's a turkey.
This has been Cliff Notes Theater.
There you go.
When you just don't have time to watch the whole movie.
Hey, Josh Arnold here from the Bob and Tom Show. Do you know where squeaky, fresh cheese curds come from?
Well, yeah, it comes from a cow's teeth. Everybody knows that.
No, they come from Gardner's Wisconsin cheese.
Well, yeah, but before that, it was in a cow's teeth. God, is that you bleeping me?
This is why Gardner's Wisconsin cheese is different. Their cheese curds are made fresh in the morning and delivered to your doorstep in about 48 hours nationwide. The freshest curds outside the walls of the creamery, I say.
Wow. We've got fresh curds, but we couldn't get them to you for about a month by buggy.
You gotta try their oven-baked cheese. It arrives at your doorstep pre-baked. You just heat it and eat it. Grill it, skill it, air fry it.
Oh, we're not allowed to have air fryers. We'd burn in hell for that. Once you cook the cheese, I guess, but...
And their aged super sharp cheddars are amazing. From 4 to 17 years. My favorite is the 8-year-old super sharp cheddar. It's powerful but still creamy and melts in your mouth. Just delicious.
Sounds like that Gardner farmer is pretty smart on cheese.
Right now, receive free cold pack shipping and free cheese curds when you spend $59 or more at GardnersWisconsinCheese.com.
I don't have an internet.
Their pre-selected package deals make great gifts for coworkers, friends, or anyone hard to shop for. Remember, cheese is always a good idea.
Can't argue with that.
That's GardnersWisconsinCheese.com.
Music?
Yes.
Denmark's Prime Minister.
Christy,
Thank you.
What? Oh, I'm sorry.
Zamfir is back.
Oh, that's lovely. What do you
need
call?
We need the slide whistle Christmas.
Oh man, do we?
Start writing.
I feel sorry.
With perennial favorites, Frosty the Snowman.
You might want to start it lower.
What else you got?
Do you hear what I hear? Not even close. Not even close.
Not even close.
No.
What about Jingle Bells?
Oh, I would buy this album. And finally, in its entirety, the 12 Days of Christmas.
The 12 Days of Christmas have been canceled.
A minute.
Well, the live 5-camera video stream of the show, plus a podcast of the show and comedy from the Bob and Tom archives.
Excellent. Chick, what do you have to say for yourself?
Become a Bob and Tom VIP now. Just go to bobandtom.com/VIP.
See, that was worth the wait, wasn't it?
Hi, this is Mike Birbiglia, and you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
Good morning to you. If sports is your thing, then you need to order
Magic Johnson, sportscasting my way. You'll learn to butcher grammar like it's a dead cow.
Sometimes Charles do things and he does them for himself. See, what the fans should understand here is that Phoenix don't like to really set up half court.
Magic's Insights will teach you how to lose your train of thought in the middle of a sentence.
You know, he's amazing. Every time he does something crazy or something.
Nobody can abruptly switch to a completely different thought like the Magic Man.
He's one of the best. If he get his feet set, hey, look out. And then also, he's having a good game. He had a good first game.
Contradictory thoughts in the same sentence? Like magic.
Kevin stumbled because his leg gave out on him in a sense. And so it's not 100% that leg, but he's doing, he's playing really well. He's not like he's favoring it at all.
Magic. Angler.
Dan Marley is continually to help offer Byron Scott.
To get Magic Johnson sportscasting my way, call 1-800.
Oh, get it out of here.
Essential Morning Radio. All day and all night.
Really? No, seriously. Really?
Bob and Tom Radio.
Ryan, how many lifestyle changes have you gone through?
This year, I've gone through maybe 2 lifestyle changes in the last 5 years.
Well, the first one was?
The first one was starting to eat meat again.
A second one?
Now going away from everything I've ever loved.
Everything.
Like it's no meat, it's no dairy, it's no alcohol, no caffeine.
You can't pet
a lot
puppies.
of fruits and vegetables, whole food. You're supposed to drink like non-fluoridated water that has minerals added
this into it. This really sounds
so
dull.
it's no tap water.
It doesn't sound like you're going to make it.
No,
it really doesn't.
Right?
No.
It's like you have to you have to find joy in the little things.
But don't you find yourself like say you're on a date and your date is?
I make a date exception.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, I
so
sure
there
do.
are exceptions
I've had
to
17
all rules.
dates in the last weekend.
Are the stars out tonight? I don't care if it's cloudy or bright, 'cause I'm blind. Jeez.
Hi, this is Larry Reeb, Uncle Larry. It's a sick world, and I'm a happy guy.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Tom Griswold's here.
Thank you very much.
I'm Chick. There's Josh, Christy, Ace, Pat Godwin.
Hey, Chick.
Birthday boy.
Birthday boy.
Now, just took the time and trouble to make a rutabaga cake.
Yes, she did.
Because Pat is a vegan now.
We were talking about it off the air, and it tastes just like rutabaga spice.
It is. And it's certainly not for me. I think Josh nailed it. It tastes like Play-Doh, and then the aftertaste.
I'm getting the aftertaste now.
Yeah, it's a little more fecal. The aftertaste has a certain.
Wanted to say fecal.
All right. He likes it.
That's because I couldn't say. It's. I'm sure she went to a lot of trouble to make it. Amy went to a lot of trouble to make her cake, which is it's shaped like a record album because I got Josh for Christmas 100 copies of his album on vinyl, the Josh album comedy album.
Yes,
called Half
thanks.
Fat. And in your case, Pat, I got you a fake vinyl album made out of vegan cake.
Thank you very much.
And we haven't tasted that. Are you going to cut that here or are you going to take that home?
I'm going to cut it here, sure.
Okay, so we can, maybe that'll take the taste of the rutabaga out of my mouth. But she said it really stunk up her house when she cooked it.
I could see that.
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Okay.
They left. The folks in her house left while she was cooking.
It smelled so bad.
Poor Jess.
I know.
Wow. Now, we have Christy Lee at the Bob and Tom News Desk. What have you got over there?
A popular YouTuber, Mr. Beast, will no longer be able to sell his D's Nuts candy bars after losing a trademark dispute. According to Business Insider, Mr. Beast's Feastables candy bar line included a chocolate peanut butter flavored bar that was deemed too similar in name to snack company D's, D-E-S, Nuts, owned by Mr. Brian DeTore.
So you got to explain. D's Nuts was spelled
D-E-E-Z, yeah.
D-E-E-Z Nuts as opposed to D-E-E''S.
This makes sense to me. I couldn't sell something called Pepsi and spell it with a Y.
Yeah. Mr. DeTore and D's Nuts had sued Mr. Beast, whose real name is Jimmy Donaldson, for trademark infringement. DeTore held trademark since 2012, while Donaldson founded Feastables in January of 2022. Earlier this month, a court granted a permanent injunction against Feastables, Inc., stating the company could no longer use D's Nuts on its packaging. According to Business Insider, Mr. Beast's interest in the phrase D's Nuts likely stemmed from an internet meme that merged in 2016 when an Iowa teen launched a presidential campaign under that name. We all recall that.
That's when the D's Nuts thing started?
I think it was before then, but
that really got...
D's Nuts been around for...
Do you like nuts in your
what
candy bar?
I'm glad you said candy bar.
Well, I was thinking I was trying to form what's the thing that melts in your mouth, not in your hand?
M&Ms.
M&Ms.
These nuts melt in your mouth. Never mind. Nuts in your mouth, is that a thing?
Everybody, no. What is it? There's a party in your mouth and everyone's coming, right? Is that Nutrageous or something? There's a candy bar.
I think he's right.
Yeah.
That was a slogan.
That was a slogan.
What was their slogan?
There's a party. It's like a party in your mouth and everyone's coming.
Yeah.
It's not everyone's invited.
I think you're thinking of a pornographic movie.
No, I'm most certainly not.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I don't think about pornographic movies.
Okay, I'm
Thomas.
so sorry. But Mr. Beast is a really good guy. Does a lot of charitable stuff.
Yeah, he sounds like it. Yeah,
No, he's huge.
Yeah, he'll figure it out how to sell those.
Just change the name to something else
Something else
controversial.
fun, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Maybe Doe's Nuts.
There you go.
Have a female deer in the cover.
What about
like those? Right? And then you got to have how do you
do does have nuts? No.
Well, you could have
does do.
What about dem nuts? Could you say dem nuts?
I bet you could.
No, but doe is a form of deer, as
a female.
But D isn't. So
a ray, a drop of golden.
Well, your synapses are firing in a fascinating way this morning.
Yeah, they really are.
I mean,
pussy hound.
So does don't have nuts. Once again, that's the robot named Hound. Could we move on? What have you got?
Yes, we certainly can. A brewery in Oregon is teaming up with a creamery to produce
cream beer,
blue cheese beer.
Oh no!
According to the TV station KOIN.
We take
to coin a phrase.
Coin a phrase.
The Rogue Creamery and the Crux Fermentation Project have developed a limited edition. Is it Labic style ale?
I believe it's Labic Menorah.
And it's
not
Labia
Menorah.
I
believe it is.
Crux's founder and master brewer Larry Sidor told the station, quote, "We're always looking for something to ferment, whether it's sauerkraut or pickles or beer or wine, whiskey,
We're just
cheese.
Crazy about fermenting.
You name it. It's all fermented."
It just sounds dreadful.
So to kind of bring it all together with Rogue Creamery was just a dream come true.
You ferment for me, and I ferment for you.
Thank you, Jewel.
Yeah, a little Jewel for that app.
Tasting event is set for today at Crux Pub in Southeast Portland, while the beer also will be sold at Crux Brewery in Bend and the Rogue Creamery in Central Point. So if you're in Bend today, you might want to pick up some blue cheese beer.
Yeah, if you want a beer that tastes like a smelly foot. I cannot stand blue cheese.
You know me. I love all kinds of cheese, but I'm getting away from blue cheese. I don't care for it.
Really?
Yeah, it's too cheesy. That's what I say.
You don't like a couple of
too poisony tasty for
crumbles on a salad?
No,
I don't like it at all.
Now, would you drink a beer that was based on ranch dressing?
I would maybe taste it as a lark. I don't think I'd drink a pint of it. Why would I do that when I can just have a pint of ranch? I'm not going to let the beer ruin it.
Thank you for finishing my thought.
What is it? Was there a joke about, it's just like regular ranch, only you suck it out of the bottle? What was that?
Oh, I remember
this joke?
Oh, yeah.
No, but I'm sure that...
I remember a joke that starts with a setup
ranch,
of how do you get a sorority girl to...
Yeah, put ranch on it?
You dip it in ranch.
Oh, okay.
All right. A sorority girl.
Wow.
The freshman 15.
Thank you. What's coming up in the news, please?
What is coming up? We have a guy busted in Florida for selling 40 pounds of something illegal. We'll tell you about that. A mobility scooter is in the news today. Chick says he wants a rascal.
Yep, I'm in the market.
In the market?
Just so I can wheel in here. Oh, man. I'm not going to use it anywhere but here.
Running over people's feet.
I used the little horn. Yes.
Coming up the ramp every
my
morning.
foot. I honk the horn.
Yes.
Hey, get out of the way.
Also, coming up, we've got Mickey Mouse in the news. Comedian Dave Landau will be joining us and more. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Just got to get a hold of us. Call, fax, mail, or email. Get all
Now, Donnie, I know that you're wearing a Christmassy kind of shirt, but this isn't a Christmas song next, is it?
No, this ain't a Christmas tape. This and I want one of them camel toe shirts for Angel Skinners.
Okay.
Because it is a holidays. I'll be seeing her, not by choice, but I will be seeing her. Ain't seen her since her last intervention. I caught her cheating on me again.
Oh, no.
The first time, it's because, you know, this time of year everybody does little sweet whispers, and I was nibbling on her neck and noticed her earlobe smelled like her bare feet. Well, we never did missionary, so I bust her fair and square. But then 2 weeks ago, we get back together, and I thought it was going to be another chance. And I caught her, and this time I have hard evidence because I found tonsil stones.
Really?
In her panties.
Oh, boy.
Not just 3 or 4, chick. I'm talking enough to make a decent trail mix with.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
So I was like, it's been going down on you, John Coffey from the movie Green Mile. Swear to God. Remember when he had them pop rocks?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Nice reference.
I remember, Donnie.
Well, Donnie, so that explains exactly what this song is about.
That's what this tape's about. The first time I met her, when the love was tender and purely platonic, from Donnie Baker and the Pork Pistols.
Oh, my God.
Is he going to cry?
Well, they couldn't afford air conditioning. So she never had company. Her own man worked for organs, so at least she was bug-free. At the start, sort of changed later. I miss her. I miss how even her air fresheners in the car smell like white rain. I swear to God. Her dad went to work that night now. I'll never forget it. And my pants got real tight. Looked like my Zubas were building a beast. She gave a sign for the bedroom. And I knew it was gonna be my night, alright. And then I porked an angel. Between her 2 wings. Then I porked an angel. Crash. Scanners is her last name. But, see, we didn't have no rubbers. Not even a wet nap. I mean, none that I ever seen. But I saved the day. I just used her covers like a hoodie. Now she blames me for their static clean. Slow down. Let it simmer, Dusty. Just a whore named Angel. Yeah!
Hey, it's Josh, and of course...
Hi, Chick McGee, everybody. Your chance to win a Mini Max Big Green Egg for Bob and Tom at Big Green Egg. Each week, someone will win a Mini Max Big Green Egg.
It's the Bob and Tom Show Pigskin Pick'em, powered by the Big Green Egg.
Go to bobandtom.com/contest on the computer.
Is that where you go? Are we eligible?
And highlights all day long.
The Bob and Tom Show, weekday mornings at 6 a.m. Eastern on Bob and Tom 24/7.
Hi, this is Kostaki Economopoulos, and you're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
Here at the Bob and Tom Audio Institute, we catalog key pieces of audio for archival and historical purposes. We continually research and examine significant pieces of audio to ensure their accuracy and validity. Today, we look at the first ever recording by Thomas Edison, where in 1877 he successfully recorded the following on a primitive wax cylinder.
A little piece of practical poetry. Mary had a little lamb, its fleece was white as snow, and everywhere that Mary went, the lamb was sure to go.
The distinguished staff here at the Bob and Tom Audio Institute noticed the labeling method used by Mr. Thomas Edison. This famous piece of audio was labeled 05TE for Thomas Edison, 02. Knowing this format is the industry standard to this day, we here at the Institute theorize there must be a 05TE01. After years of research and investigation, we have uncovered the following audio cylinder. This is the very first ever recording by Mr. Thomas Edison.
Okay. The first words I spoke in the original phonograph. Here we go. What's up?
This has been a Bob and Tom Audio Institute exclusive. Thank you for joining us.
You're listening to Bob and Tom Radio. 24/7. 24/7.
The man in the studio with us is comedian Greg Hahn. You ever driven in a Corvette? What do you
I'm a little bit tall for the vet.
Are you really?
It's a
Right.
big car.
Yeah.
Put the seat back.
There's an idea. Yeah.
How tall are you?
I'm 6'4". Yeah. I got a huge SUV. I just look at the rear view thinking I got to get some friends. Rows and rows of seats, nobody in them. I just go from gas station to gas station.
Hey, want to ride?
Yeah. Tell them about your 3-point plan for success, Greg.
What is that? Where I bought the car is too expensive?
Right.
My house is too expensive?
Right.
Knock up a fat girl. How about it?
Yes, sir. Mr.
Check me out.
Success. That's Greg Hahn.
Bob and Tom, you can pick your morning radio show, and you can pick your nose.
I get to drive it.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. It's Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin, birthday boy.
Thank you, Chick.
He's over there in the performance studio. There's Josh Arnold at the I Hate Steven Singer sidekick chair.
Thank you, Chick. Steven Singer Jewelers makes it easy to buy real, natural, earthborn diamond jewelry for someone you love. No phony sales ever. Just one perfect price every day. Visit IHateStevenSinger.com for more details.
Ace Cosby's here. Hey. I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom Griswold.
I just rescued my palate.
From?
Well, Jeff Oskay was kind enough to make a rutabaga cake, a rutabaga-based cake, because Mr. Godwin has become vegan, and he can't have what we call food.
You're doing great, Pat. Good for you.
And Jess stunk up her house to make this thing, and we all tried it, and it tastes awful. I'm sorry, Jess. But Amy, who's our cake lady, among other things, Amy made this is fantastic. This is a vegan chocolate cake.
Oh, I can't wait to try that.
It is good. Wonderful.
Okay.
Real good. Josh, you're going to like it.
Yeah, it tastes just like a great chocolate cake. So
no rutabaga in that one, huh?
No.
Huh?
No.
Pat, you say I'll like the chocolate cake. That's your.
You're going to give it a 9 or 10.
What are you going out on a limb there?
I was actually. I know you're a cake connoisseur.
Yeah,
it's delicious. So it's possible to make a great, I guess, vegan cake. I don't know how she did it.
Yeah.
Good.
It's very, very.
All of the vegan food I've ever had in my life, and let's be honest, like 6 dishes probably, but all great.
Oh, good.
I've never had a bad one.
Yeah, the typical problem with it is there's no meat in it.
Meat is delicious.
Actually, though, this is the perfect segue, Christy. Do you have the story that I'm thinking of?
Authorities in Florida say they caught a man selling illegal horse meat in the parking lot of a Home Depot.
This is supposed to be delicious and tender.
Ask any dog, they'll tell you.
Unbelievable.
Miami-Dade police said they coordinated to set up a bust after an informant tipped them off that a horse had been slaughtered for its meat.
What is this, some kind of bust? It's very nice. We're here to.
According to an arrest report, the undercover informant met the 39-year-old suspect in the parking lot of the home improvement store where the informant gave the suspect $500 and in return received a large black plastic bag containing roughly 40 pounds of the illicit
So what is
meat.
that? What is that a pound there? 500 divided by 40.
540. What is that?
$100 a pound.
100? No.
That's 12.5, 12 and a half bucks a pound.
Oh.
That's not that bad.
That's about normal.
That's what you get. I buy a pound of elk and a pound of venison every week, and they're about $12 each.
Yeah, but that doesn't have jockey in it.
This is a mix.
Yeah,
you can't see the whip marks, can you?
The best horse meat's 10% jockey. It's like sometimes with the ground turkey, they have a little fat to make it.
I've only upped in some
Right.
The man was taken into custody on charge of buying, selling, or possessing horse meat.
Horse meat,
Not
Tom.
horse meat, that's different.
Horse meat's about $25 a pound.
That's what they do to the old whores eventually.
Yeah. They
Just
grind them
chop
up.
Make Soylent Green out of them.
Soylent Silver, they call it.
Yeah, Soylent Silver.
Wow.
According to the U.S. Department of Agriculture, there are no licensed slaughterhouses for horse meat in the United States. Well, States. Well, I was thinking ahead. Well, don't they use horse meat in a lot of
dog food stuff?
Well,
I don't know if they still do.
But I mean, it's
You mean slaughterhouses for
human consumption, apparently. It's sad. But
they eat horse in other
here's
countries.
What if you do the math,
they eat horses, don't they?
This really isn't a very good. This guy could have done a lot better selling drugs. I mean, really?
Yeah, probably.
So it's against the law to sell horse meat?
Yep.
But I mean,
right.
Yeah, for something illegal, shouldn't he be charging a lot more? And if you got to hand it to the guy, at least he's doing folks that like horse meat a service by not screwing them money wise. No?
Is it illegal to sell dog meat?
Probably.
Probably.
It's probably illegal to sell cow meat out
of a bag.
Out of an out of the back of a car.
No, I don't think so. But that's fine.
But I think your market for horse meat has got to be pretty small, so I don't think those people that purchase horse meat can afford a $25 a pound.
No, but why would you go to the time and trouble? You're not. This guy's making
I'm
so
sure
little profit.
Maybe have friends that like
selling horse meat. The guy obviously isn't stable.
I thought we were talking too, Chick.
Honestly, having a give and take. I should have known better. He was paying attention.
And he was in the
Sucked us in
he
again.
was in the Home Depot parking lot, but I guess he wasn't going to be there for long. Ace for long. It's a racing term.
I bet his garage is a mess, though. Seriously, I bet it is. That's where he probably straps him up by their hind end. Rips him right down.
Hey, Pat, do you have a song that can save us?
I might if we're going into
in all truth, Pat, this did take place in Hialeah Gardens.
Oh, yeah. Well,
and Hialeah, of course, is the famed
down there in Florida
home of the racetrack.
Mm-hmm.
And
did he take the horse from the horse track?
That seems.
Well, that's the other thing you have to kind of wonder about.
Oh
boy.
Here's a different version of the story, and it says, "Man busted selling 40 pounds of illegal horse meat in Hialeah Gardens."
Yeah, I didn't have that part. Sorry.
No, it's just a different. This is a different version of the story from a different source. But the point is, we had a story out of Hialeah about This was about selling drugs,
it was
right?
cocaine, wasn't it?
Yeah, the cocaine that washed up there.
Washed up on the shores of Hialeah.
Yeah.
And you have a tribute?
Sure. Cocaine washed up on the shore in Hialeah. Selling it on the streets is a bad idea. Guess the rhyme. If you find it, call the cops. ASAP. Cocaine washed up on the shores in Hialeah. I met a girl in Key West named Maria. Made love on the beach, got gonorrhea. Here's an easy one. Ate a Cuban sandwich, got diarrhea. Oh, cocaine washed up on the shore in Hialeah.
I was hoping we could take something with a deeply religious meaning and turn it into a song about fecality.
Our specialty, unfortunately.
But again, I don't know. It just seems to me that if you're going to go to the trouble to slaughter a horse and do all this illegal activity, you want to make a little money off of it.
Maybe he is. We don't know what the margins are. Maybe he's at least keystoning.
Maybe he stole the horse. We don't know.
The margins can't be very high, and for that reason, I'm out.
All right.
Yeah, very good.
Well, thank you for
a lot of work.
I appreciate your advice, Chick.
Okay.
A man was seen using his mobility scooter to knock down another guy.
That's funny.
That's right.
Who had just purchased the last pastry from a local bakery.
Can you believe it?
Yeah.
Selfish prick.
According to Devon Live, a video captured by a witness shows the mobility scooter user holding his walking stick while controlling his vehicle with one hand. The man then drives his scooter at the other man, causing him to fall over.
Wait a minute. This is from Devon Live?
Yeah, is this in England?
Is this a guy?
Yes.
Bedford police later said they identified the man, seized his mobility scooter, and added that one of the officers had to ride the confiscated scooter back to the police station.
See, that's the embarrassing part.
And posted the resulting photo onto social media.
You got a hard-working cop all strapped and ready for action.
Maybe he enjoyed it.
Yeah. Could have been fun.
You know his buddies are giving him a hard time.
Sure. You're the rookie. Yeah. The newest guy on the force definitely had to
Hey,
do that.
Muldoon, you going to chase anybody down in your scooter?
You know that's from Car 54.
Oh, dude.
That's my favorite cop name. Now, you're aware that... I mean, this does prove something interesting. Handicapped people can also be dicks. I think it's important that
yes,
they're all not like Tiny Tim.
Tiny Tim. From Charles Dickens.
Yeah,
not the ukulele.
No,
virtuoso.
I found Tiny Tim a little off-putting myself. He always would feed me, help me. Yeah, come on.
No, you're wrong.
That's right.
Dickens' Tiny Tim never. He was always bright and positive. He never was a victim.
He was a good little boy.
Not the way I read the book.
That's your interpretation, Josh.
He set up the whole ghost thing. It was Tim's idea.
So, yeah, and he would have got away with it too if it weren't for you, pesky kid.
He's probably true.
But I think it's important that people on rascal scooters can be jackasses. And I've had pastry that was good enough. I'd run somebody over with a jack. Do you think?
Oh yeah.
You're in line. You want to get that last pastry, and the guy in front of you gets it. Run him over.
In fact, I'd pay good money to watch a rascal demolition derby.
Would you?
You wouldn't.
Oh yes.
I kind of would.
No, you wouldn't.
And the
12 people out there.
And the people can't be allowed to walk on their own.
Not at all.
Yes, they have to have attendants come on and drag them off.
No, they have to drag themselves off.
They have to at least be a paraplegic. You're right.
You guys are awful people.
Not as awful as the people that fake it. They go to the grocery store and then they park their fat ass in front of the butter thing so you can't get it.
Just remember,
there's nothing worse than a fat person.
You don't know what they're dealing with.
Yes, I know what they're dealing with. They're dealing with their ass weighing 350.
Well, maybe they have a heart condition and they can't work out.
They have a heart condition because their ass weighs 350.
I don't know.
You know, that karma train around the corner heading right for you is loaded with rascals.
Okay,
you know that, right?
You've never experienced this?
I hope when you die and go to heaven, God is so fat. And huge fatty. So, you had something to say about fat people?
You do this about panhandlers. You do it about fat people. You do they're skipping into their Cadillac. Okay, whatever.
I'm saying a panhandler.
Feel better.
It's time to get Soylent Green and get going here.
It's your own fault.
Turn them into dog food.
Get a job. It's your own fault.
Soylent Green is fat people.
Same fat ass lady with her $8 Starbucks begging for food. Yeah, you're not homeless, honey.
So
I've seen you get in your car.
Do you have the same guidelines as the federal government as far as body mass index, or what, like 20 over, 30 over? Well, you can't stand.
No. When they're in the scooter because they weigh 375, I'm a little bit skeptical. I'm just saying, could you back off from the butter so I can get some, so I can try to build up my own weight and get overweight by 100? I'm working on it. What's coming up in the news, Christy Lee?
We have a bull on the railroad tracks that halted trains from Newark to New York. We have the Pope weighing in on artificial intelligence.
Speaking of weight,
Tom thinks fat people go to the grocery store and just stare at the butter.
Yeah, that's what you think.
Stare at it.
Would you get out in front of the butter?
Hey, look at that Kerry Gould.
Humphrey. Look at that, Humphrey.
I wish I could just eat it all.
I can't believe it's not butter either.
Wouldn't it be great if some? Yeah, I heard you criticizing fat people this morning on the radio. What's going on there?
Yeah, you got a problem.
Pussy hounds, what's happening? Maybe you want to try to whip this fat guy's ass.
You can eat butter off my fist.
That's right.
Really, though, I do have butter on my fist.
I like to lick it off.
I was
my
eating a steak
hand.
and it melted.
Yeah, don't get me wrong. I don't like to put this fist anywhere full of butter. Right? If you're going to do that, you got to use unsalted.
I call this last Django and Griswold.
Yeah, right.
My friend Clarence said it was salted butter, and there he was.
Clarence.
Oh, is
He's dripping blood is what he was doing. You know something? This discussion would be much more interesting if it were about something
If you
else.
were listening, Raycon Everyday Earbuds. That's right. Earbuds that let you take the premium audio wherever you go. And they also have PowerTech products to make sure you never run out of charge. Raycon here to make your everyday routine that much better this holiday season. Built to go anywhere, Raycon's first made a name for themselves in the audio space, like the everyday earbuds. And this past year, they've expanded their entire business with the introduction of Raycon Home and Raycon PowerTech, and the 5-star reviewed Magic 180 cable allows you to charge iOS, micro USB, and Type-C devices 8 times faster with 100 watts of power. Raycon, known for delivering high quality and thoughtful features at half the price of other premium tech brands. No wonder their products have racked up tens of thousands of 5-star reviews. And Raycon has an easy and free return guarantee, plus they offer free shipping and buy now, pay later options. So hurry now to buyraycon.com/Tom and get 15% off your entire Raycon order, perfect for last-minute gifts or to ring in the new year. That's buyraycon.com/Tom to get 15% off Raycon products. That's buyraycon.com/Tom.
Thank you very much. We've got the Pope weighing in on AI, or AL, depending on what typesetting you're using, coming up. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Hey, don't say we didn't warn you. There's laughter ahead.
You guys want to grab lunch?
We can't go anymore.
Holy
That's a
cow.
good day's work.
I'm just getting ready.
Oh, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 17, 18 wheels on a big rig. Everybody, here we go. Oh, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 17, 18 wheels on a big rig. And they're rolling, 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 rolling. Okay, let's back them up. Here we go. Oh, there's 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 4, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Wheels on a big rig. Okay, the even numbers. This is easy. Oh, there's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18 wheels on a big rig. And they're rolling, 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 rolling. Okay, by 1.5. Here we go. Oh, there's 1.5, 3, 4.5, 6, 7.5, 9, 10.5, 18 wheels. We on a big rig. And they're rolling, 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 rolling. Okay, the odd numbers. Here we go. Oh, there's 1, 3, 5, 7, 11, 9, on a big rig. And they're rolling, 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 rolling.
Math is hard.
Okay, Roman numeral.
I'm here. I'm ready for this one.
All right, go.
Oh, there's I, V, 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 I, V, I, V, I, X, 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 I, X, I, X, I, X, I, V, X, V, X, V, I, X, V, I, X, V, I, wheels on a big rig.
Very good.
Roman, 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 Roman. Okay, Roman numerals backwards. Here we go.
No.
Oh, there's XV, I, XV, I, XV, I, XV, X, IV, X, I, X, I, X, I, X, I, X, V, I, V, I, V, I, V, I, V, I, wheels on a big rig. And they're Roman, 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 Roman.
All right.
Zowie.
Hey, Josh Arnold here from the Bob and Tom Show. Do you know where squeaky, fresh cheese curds come from?
Well, yeah, it comes from a cow's teeth. Everybody knows that.
No, they come from Gardner's Wisconsin cheese.
Well, yeah, but before that, it was in a cow's teeth. God, is that you bleeping me?
This is why Gardner's Wisconsin cheese is different. Their cheese curds are made fresh in the morning and delivered to your doorstep in about 48 hours nationwide. The freshest curds outside the walls of the creamery, I say.
Wow. We've got fresh curds, but we couldn't get them to you for about a month by buggy.
You gotta try their oven-baked cheese. It arrives at your doorstep pre-baked. You just heat it and eat it. Grill it, skill it, air fry it.
Oh, We're not allowed to have air fryers. We'd burn in hell for that. Once you cook the cheese, I guess. But
And their aged super sharp cheddars are amazing. From 4 to 17 years. My favorite is the 8-year-old super sharp cheddar. It's powerful but still creamy and melts in your mouth. Just delicious.
Sounds like that Gardner farmer is pretty smart on cheese.
Right now, receive free cold pack shipping and free cheese curds when you spend $59 or more at GardnersWisconsinCheese.com.
I don't have an internet.
Their pre-selected package deals make great gifts for coworkers, friends, or anyone hard to shop for. Remember, cheese is always a good idea.
You can't argue with that.
That's GardnersWisconsinCheese.com.
That's gonna hurt.
Hold on a second. Morning, Bob and Tom Show.
Bob and Tom?
Yes.
Yeah.
Bob Vila.
Bob Vila, the
Hiya, Bob.
famed home repair host. How's it going, Bob?
Pretty good.
Good. What can we do for you?
Hey, you guys are talking about something. It's pretty common.
Uh-huh.
A lot of the home repair guys do it. I do it all the time.
You actually take a nail and pound it into your penis on purpose?
Heck yeah.
Now,
Really?
do you use a nail gun or do you use a regular traditional hammer and nail?
Oh, I'm not a conservative guy. Just use a nail.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
In fact, I was at the hardware store the other day picking up a nail just for that.
Uh-huh.
And I took it up to the counter. The guy goes, that'll be $1. I go, great. He goes, that'll be $1.04 with tax. I go, tax? Wait, I am kinky?
Tax too.
You're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
You're so weird.
You have no idea.
Essential Morning Radio. This is Bob and Tom Radio. 24/7.
Today's Cliff Notes Theater, the monumental epic movie, Titanic. Oh.
Man, this is some boat. Uh-oh.
This has been Cliff Notes Theater. Cliff Notes Theater, when you just don't have time to set through the whole movie.
You know you're too high when you're eating cereal naked and your girlfriend tells you to put some clothes on. You realize it's not your girlfriend, it's just a woman on a bus. That's how you know you're too high.
Hi, this is August.
Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Here's Tom Griswold with our special guest, Tom.
That was exactly perfectly on time.
It was not. You went over it.
You nailed it.
Like the scissor man.
Let's not argue in front of guests.
Okay, we are joined by comedian Dave Landau, who has joined us in the studio. We're wearing a cool Steely Dan T-shirt.
Mm-hmm. Thank you.
It's a sweatshirt, actually, but okay.
It is cool. Good to see you, Dave. Good to see you. Thanks for having me.
I'm just trying to be like my hero, Ace. I want to get it right. That's all I want.
I'm with you, Jake.
Thank you.
Got a nice photograph of the Dans on it.
The Dans.
It's a Sonic Youth mixed with Steely Dan.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a combo.
Steely Dan, Chick, you might be interested in this. There is a There is a newsletter, if you will, for super Steely Dan fans.
The Steely News?
Expanding Dan, it's called.
Really?
Referencing the
Expanding Man. Yeah.
Was there a lot of Steely Dan news that they need a newsletter?
She doesn't bring up a bad point. Especially since Walter left.
Steely writes it to Dan.
True fans would want to be interested in Steely Dan. I hope that Donald is getting better. They were originally opening for the Eagles on that tour. I believe it's the Doobie Brothers right now because Donald had to go into the hospital. On a much brighter note, we have a guest in the studio. He is a comedian, Dave Landau, from the greater Detroit, Michigan area.
That's right.
You still reside there?
There in Texas.
Oh, what part of Texas?
Dallas area.
Right on.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, it's a lot like Detroit.
sure?
Well, RoboCop was filmed there, so that's.
But I assume that your sports loyalty remains with your Detroit teams.
It certainly does.
Kind of rough right now. The Pistons are about to set a record, perhaps.
How about the Lions, man? That's a bigger story.
That's the best story.
Yeah, the Detroit Lions.
Yeah, we're going to get right up to the Super Bowl and get disappointed. I can't wait.
And you, I heard that when I walked in, you were talking hockey with Josh, who's the only one in our room that really follows it.
Yes. Oh, I love the Wings. I do. We're doing well.
Yeah.
Which is exciting. We haven't done well, really, since we had the Russian Five.
Yeah.
When we had to bring in KGB soldiers from Russia to hurt people. I met Fedorov once, though.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah, I was on acid. But it was really him. And I was skipping class, and he was in a Porsche, and my friends were like, "You should go get his autograph." And I was like, "I should." So I grabbed my math homework, and I go over. He's pumping gas. And I was like, "Hey, could I have your autograph?" And he's like, "Yeah, sure." So he writes it, and there's this gorgeous blonde in the car, and she goes, "Do you want mine?" And I was like, "Why would I want your autograph?" And I walk away, and I tell my friends, and they're like, "Dude, that was Anna Kournikova." I'm the only guy on earth who has ever denied Anna Kournikova anything.
Wow.
I just didn't know who she was. They were like, "She's a tennis player." I'm like, "Oh, well, I don't care still."
Her gorgeousness didn't win you over?
Well, I mean, I would have done other things, but a pen wouldn't have.
You didn't need to see her signature.
Yes, ink and paper was not the fantasy.
And from what I know about you being high on acid while attending high school, pretty much
sums it up.
On brand, as they say these days.
Yes, that's how I spent most of my 5 years.
Are you? Have you reformed in your ways? I know that you famously have a story about eating a crave case and getting arrested with your brother, I think it was.
Yes.
Are you getting arrested anymore these days, or have you calmed down?
No. I've been sober since 2009.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah, 13 arrests. That was a fun one. Yeah, I was sober then, though. My brother was actually the drunk one.
Oh.
Yeah, so that was it. Well, I wasn't sober. I was high, but I wasn't drunk. So I was driving responsibly. We were both 16. We were at a house party, and my brother's hammered, and I didn't want to bring him home wasted because I'm a great person. So I brought him down to a White Castle on 8 Mile. Which, high-end restaurant, gorgeous area.
Yeah.
And as we're pulling out, he noticed a prostitute. So he just starts hucking cheeseburgers at her.
Oh, God.
What the hell? Yeah. He's just like, he's like, just how much? He's just hucking cheeseburgers. If you could have seen the look on my dad's face, because it turned out to be an undercover cop. And when the prosecuting attorney read, "Would you bang us both for extra cheese?" It's partially why I think my dad died early.
Sorry to hear about that. I see. Dave Landau was our guest. Dave Landau, comedian, and we'll find out more about Dave and his move to Dallas, et cetera, et cetera. But right now, we return to the news desk with Christy Lee. Have we missed anything?
Pope Francis is calling for an international treaty to regulate artificial intelligence. In his annual message for the World Day of Peace, the pontificate argued that the risks of technology lacking human values of compassion, mercy, morality, and forgiveness are just too great. Then he praised technological advances as a manifestation of the creativity of human intelligence. The Pope called for a treaty to ensure that AI is developed and used ethically.
Well, let's be honest. He's not so much worried. He's worried. He knows he's one of the main targets of AI.
Have you seen that famous picture of him?
In a puffy coat?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. They make him look like
he's in a down coat?
Mm-hmm. No, it's fake. They make him look like he's the Michelin Man.
Oh.
It looks very real.
Oh. Yeah, Francis himself, as they're talking about, was the subject of an AI-generated imagery earlier this year that showed him wearing the luxury white puffer jacket that went viral everywhere.
Frankie!
I mean, there are going to be pictures of him at a Cannibal Corpse show and all kinds. So he's got to be slightly.
Those might be legitimate.
Yeah, old Frankie does. He rocks out.
I'm trying to find there was a photograph. He looks like a Bond villain. In this puffy. Yeah, that's. But yeah. So
Is it like a triple fat goose sort of jacket?
I can show it to you in a minute. Yeah, it's one of those, like a down ski coat, like the big.
Oh yeah, like Biggie used to wear.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
exactly.
It's interesting though, because I mean, the Pope is a guy that communicates with smoke. I mean,
Well, I mean that's
that's
a true
kind of prim, but I mean they could do it now. They could either go on TikTok or I don't know. What do you think? Maybe email, a text.
He prefers the indigenous way.
And I always forget: is it when the smoke switches? Is it
when it's white? There's a new Pope.
guy. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And it will be a guy next time for sure.
I think it better be. Yeah.
The way things are going, yeah.
Okay, I'm just saying. Moving slow.
Yeah, we don't even have any female priests yet.
Yeah, let's work up to it. We don't have a priest yet.
A couple thousand years in. Time to.
Let's move on, shall we?
Just saying.
The earliest versions of the characters Mickey Mouse, Minnie, and a few others will become public domain next year in 2024.
Here we go.
Yeah,
now here's Mickey Mouse for Chick McGee. Here we go. Yes, sir.
The characters will be free from Disney's copyright as his first screen release, the 1928 short Steamboat Willie, becomes available for public use on January 1.
But
current artists will be able to make use of Mickey, but with major limits. It is only the character as it appeared in short animation that will become public, while more modern representations remain unaffected by the expiration of the Steamboat Willie
Does that mean it can only be black and white?
Son of a gun.
I don't think that it just. That original Steamboat Willie is a much different version
of course,
Mickey Mouse.
Right.
Basic.
And the Disney lawyers are going to be on the lookout.
Yeah, they're all over this.
I just need the ears for what I'm going to do. Well, did you see like the Winnie the Pooh thing? Like they made Blood and Honey?
Yeah.
A horror movie?
Yeah.
Right.
Did you see that?
I have not seen it, no.
Will you see it?
I like the title, I got to tell you.
Yeah. Did you see it, Dave?
I did.
Okay, yeah.
Instant classic, 4 stars.
And that's because that has gone out of whatever.
Right.
Public domain.
It did well enough to warrant a sequel. They're making another one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's not good, no. But
yeah.
Any horror movie, though, is bankable.
Yeah,
so
pretty
that's
much,
why, yeah.
But so they could use a Steamboat Willie-esque Mickey on a bong or whatever.
Yes.
And Disney couldn't come after him.
It doesn't sound like it.
Yeah.
I feel like Mickey's already on a bong.
You think so?
I bet you somebody's done it.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
but I mean,
legally.
Yeah, of course.
not for sale in a legitimate marketplace, but yeah.
Not authorized by the Disney people.
Yeah, so there'll be some really inappropriate parodies, obviously. I mean, you can only imagine.
Tugboat, Mickey.
Yeah.
Well, Goofy's got to get in there, right? Or is Goofy not eligible?
Was he in Steamboat Willie? I don't remember the characters that were
as
in
I understand it, it can only be the specific images because of the date of that cartoon. It's now in public domain.
Is that whole cartoon just him steering and whistling?
I think so.
I've only seen that.
in it.
Oh, she is?
I
Is
believe.
Minnie in it?
Yeah.
But again,
he's just shoveling coal, right?
Just stoking the ship, and then
isn't that it? Like he's just shoveling it.
So
to
I
keep
think
I've
going?
seen him steer and whistle.
so
It's riveting.
Wait a minute. Have you've seen him steer and whistle?
I think we can all agree. Animation has come a long way.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Is that fair to say?
Oh, way better now, yeah.
Now you go see. They have bears that talk and drive, and they look.
Paddington. There's a real family of talking
Paddington.
bears.
It looks completely
Oh, so
real.
CGI, sure, yeah.
If you want something fun, go look up the first video football games, like the first Madden, and now go look at the images we have.
They're
now.
like blocks
Yeah.
and stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we used to play.
Now you can't tell the difference between that and the game.
I used to remember photo electric football.
Yeah, I love
You'd pick your play and you'd drop it on top of this light board, and then the other guy would put his on, and then you could see if you got through the line. And
if the lines crossed, you were tackled.
That sounds
exciting.
terrible.
Your toys were overhead projectors.
Shut up! No, it was
like
a
a
light
light
bulb in the box
With
Josh.
transparencies, though, that you had to put down. And...
Yeah, cards. Yes.
Remember, hoop and stick.
Well, for a long time, we just had hoop.
I would have thought stick would have been fun.
No. Everyone makes that mistake.
Totally separate at first. Totally separate.
I'm just saying, I can't imagine there's much of a marketplace for this in this. Kids certainly aren't going to care about a Steamboat Willie knockoff. So
No, I don't think
it's
they're
just
very
gonna be
worried about it.
Some pathetic, unfunny person doing some porn thing.
Oh, they will.
Oh, I'd like to see that.
Steamboat Willie, we know what you did with it last summer. You know what?
Well, I told you that. The first porn I saw was Charlie Brown and Lucy going at it at the psychiatrist.
Boy.
Yeah.
Did she charge a nickel for that, too?
That's exactly right.
No, and
Charlie felt better, too.
Yeah,
Christy will back me up.
Yes.
We had Dr. June Reinisch in here, who's an expert on human sexuality, and she was saying that in the early days of porn, a lot of it was contemporary comic strips. They would be drawn in pornographic situations.
That's right.
So, putting the dick in Dick Tracy, if you will. Or maybe in Mrs. Tracy.
Blondie and Dagwood.
Oh, that was hot stuff.
No, and she had some of that, remember?
Yeah.
Garfield and Odie.
Yeah.
I drew those myself.
Right.
Yeah, this was a little sooner.
You should have seen how hot the makeup sex was for the Longhorns.
Yes.
Or Lockhorns.
Lockhorns.
I almost had it.
Hey, Chick.
Careful.
We'll fix it in post.
All I said was mother.
She also
that's
said,
what happened.
Do you remember what she said about if you could draw really good nudes
In prison.
in prison, you'd be okay?
Yeah, you would.
They'd leave you alone.
They loved you.
Yeah. Hey, Spike drew this. Leave him alone.
No kidding.
Oh.
Spike drew this. Don't hurt his hands.
What do they call those books where you turn the pages and it moves?
Those flip deals?
Yeah, those were really big in prison, too.
You got plenty of time.
Yeah.
How long were you in prison?
No, she told us that.
Oh, okay.
She had
just long enough to
examples
become
of
an
it.
artist.
Yeah. Now, with your
my
various
art school, my art talent.
Well, speaking of comedian Dave Landau, and you mentioned that you'd been arrested a time or two. Have you ever spent a significant amount of time in the county jail? Or
No, I'm white.
Here we go.
No, I mean 13. I'm just lucky. I only was charged half the time. I've spent a bit of time in jail, not prison. I got lucky.
Okay.
Very, very lucky. But jail, I did some time. A mental hospital, I did a little bit of time, and rehab. I did a bit of. I shouldn't call it that time. That was more help. But
Sure.
jail and mental hospital.
Wow.
Yeah.
Do you smoke cigarettes?
No, I quit.
Okay.
I quit. I used to smoke 3 packs a day.
Whoa.
Yeah, which is not. That was a lot.
But now, clean.
What was your brand?
Originally Newports, and then eventually I moved on to Parliaments because you could put cocaine in the filters.
All right.
Learned that from the great Red Fox.
I thought I heard it all. I had a buddy that would. I had a friend that would buy. What are the ones that don't have filters on them?
Oh, Camel?
No,
Lucky Strike?
No, he
Lucky
would buy
Strike.
Pall Malls.
Oh, okay.
Whatever.
Okay.
They were the longer ones without a filter. He would take them, and I'm not making that. He would dip them and have them sit in paregoric.
Does that work? I thought that was an urban legend.
Stomach medicine.
Paregoric was some kind of. Was it like a stomach opiate or something? I don't know.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah, all I remember was that they dry them out and then smoke them.
What was it? What was it supposed to do?
I think it was supposed to I don't know if it ever worked, but it
Get
was
you high, man.
somewhat laborious. First thing you had to get the prescription for. If you get the paregoric,
Why don't you just take it?
take a shot? Okay?
Yeah, and then enjoy.
Much more romantic to have to set it on fire.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
It'd be funny if anybody's like, "Hey, can I bum a smoke?" You're like, "Sure."
They were weird and brown. Right now, I want to talk about the perfect gift this time of year. My brothers live in a different state, so what do I get them every year? Same thing. I get them a box of steaks from Omaha Steaks. Tell me more, Josh.
And I know they love it, and you will too. Omaha Steaks takes the guesswork out of gifting. Right now, you're probably scrambling to find a last-minute gift, and oh man, what could they possibly want? What could they use? Well, everybody loves steaks. OmahaSteaks.com. Take advantage of 50% off site-wide, plus use code BTS at checkout. That's going to get you an additional $30 off your order. Send tender, juicy butcher's cut filet mignons, gourmet jumbo franks, easy easy to prepare meals ready in a flash, like that meat lover's lasagna that's so wonderful. Omaha Steaks is a gift from the heart, a gift that will be remembered with every unforgettable bite. Order with complete confidence today, knowing you're ordering the very best for the very best in your life. And remember this, every purchase is backed by their unconditional money-back guarantee. The most wonderful time of the year, boy, it can also be pretty stressful, can it? But you can be a gifting expert with a little help from the guaranteed perfection of Omaha Steaks. So skip the guesswork and the stress. Give something convenient, thoughtful, and guaranteed to put a smile on their faces when you send them a gourmet gift from omahasteaks.com. And for a limited time, don't forget, 50% off site-wide. That's half off everything, people. Plus, you'll save an extra $30 when you use promo code BTS at checkout. That's omahasteaks.com. Minimum order may be required. Achieve gifting greatness today.
Thank you very much, Josh. Coming up, we're going to hang out with comedian Dave Landau, and his friend is going to join us in a few minutes. I'm looking forward to that. But right now, we're coming right back. It's the Bob and Tom Show.
Reach us toll-free at 1-888-BOB-TOM-1 or at bobandtom.com. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is the Bob and Tom Show. Thanks very much for joining us. And we're doing kind of a musical chairs thing today. And, it's actually a musical chair right now because joining us in the studio, we have singer-songwriter, actor, and comedian Stephen Lynch. I throw in the actor thing because you spent how did you describe it?
9 months in hell.
Sentence, was that the word you used?
9 months in hell is what I just heard.
You were on Broadway. Do you want to give us give those that haven't heard about this the background on?
The Wedding Singer.
You portrayed
the very popular Adam Sandler, Drew Barrymore movie about crazy kids in the 80s.
Turned into a very successful theater piece.
Very successful.
Well, you did it for a pretty long time.
Mildly successful.
I mean,
it was fun. But I had my toe on the trigger pretty much every day of the last 4 months of it. Well, I realize I'm making it sound like it was really bad.
No, but I mean,
it wasn't. It was time to move on. You know.
Can you play one of the new ones for us?
I think so.
Okay.
We just had a little powwow in your producer's office about what I can and cannot say on the radio these days.
And there have been moments before. You think this one's okay?
I don't know.
Okay, well, if it's not.
I don't know.
Ladies and gentlemen, Stephen Lynch.
This is a song I wrote. I discovered, oddly enough, that I had an uncle, a great-great-great-great-great-uncle who lived in the medieval period. He pretty much did for a living what I do for a living. He was both a troubadour and a court jester, and I think he used to play in the court of the king and the queen. And I discovered one of his old compositions that he wrote for the lute, and I transposed it to the guitar.
Good, because we don't have a lute handy.
No. I don't either.
Because I like guitar comics, but I hate lute comics. Prop guys and lute comics.
Those are the worst, aren't they?
Just hacks.
They give us all a bad name. So this is one of his compositions, and I just thought I'd try it for a modern audience, see how it goes over. Come, fair lady, to mine bed we go, and verily sweet pleasures we shall know. Yet, where thy belly meets thy limb, I beseech thee, give a trim, for thy bush doth overflow. Milady doth have a 70s muff. A 1470s muff. Zounds, it's as prickly as a Christmas wreath. Think it might hide some baby birds beneath. Pray, shave it off to make a coat. There are furballs down mine throat, short and curlies twixt my teeth. I saith not thy is hirsute, but it looketh like thou hast buckwheat in a leg lock. My uncle was also a very hacky stand-up comedian. But soft, what hair through yonder girdle grows, to be or not to be put in cornrows. Oh, it is beastly and unruly, and it smelleth of patchouli, and that offends my nose. I sayeth not thou art furry down there, but it doth resemble Fidel Castro eating a London broil. Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la, medieval bush.
Bravo. Stephen Lynch.
Thank you, lords and ladies. Thank you.
Stephen Lynch, ladies and gentlemen.
What is a lute?
A lute it looks like a pear-shaped ukulele.
Yeah, it goes.
Kind of a...
Well, there's no neck. There's no neck, though.
Yeah.
They look like guitars. I think those are lutes.
To change an old joke just a little bit, the best sound a lute makes is when a banjo lands on it in the dumpster, or an accordion, one of the two. I'm sure there's
You're really anti-lute, man.
I do not.
Hi, everybody. Chick McGee here from the Bob and Tom Show. I want to tell you about the NFL season coming up. We got together with the folks at Big Green Egg, and each and every week, you're going to have a chance to win a Mini Max Big.
This is Bob and Tom Radio.
Thank God. Good morning, Bob and Tom Show.
Well, good morning, holiday hardware store shoppers. This is Ernie Fergler.
Hey, Ernie.
Hi, how are you?
Good season for hardware. I know I've been in and out of the hardware store a lot lately.
Me too.
Oh, well, wonderful. Be sure to stop by Fergler's now. I'll be looking for you.
You wouldn't catch me dead in that place.
Hold on a minute.
Okay.
I just wanted to say, first, early happy holidays, everyone.
You got some eggnog, it sounds like.
Please stop by the store today for a free cup of Grandpa Fergler's old-fashioned recipe eggnog.
What's in that? Probably a lot of cream.
Well, it's got a lot of everything in it, Tom. I must say it's better this year than ever.
Oh, yeah?
I've had a cup already this morning. I have to see that everything seems a lot clearer. I don't know exactly what that is.
Yeah.
But don't take my word for it.
No.
The boys in the back say that my nog is special because it's full of the Christmas spirit, whatever that means.
Nice.
Hey, we got our first order of Christmas trees in again.
Yeah?
Hello?
New trees?
1,000, Bob.
Hey, what's happening, Ernie?
What the hell is going on anyway? How does this happen to me every year?
How many trees did you get, Ernie?
Huh?
How many trees do you have?
1,000, Bob. Is that enough? Damn it, we still have like 300 left from 2007.
So, Mark, you're a single guy.
Yeah, I tell you, though, it's tough because I got these neighbors behind me.
Really?
My neighbor, Gail, very...
Gail?
Gail is a woman who just moved. Her bedroom wall is right behind mine, and she has a new boyfriend. And I found this out. His name is
Bob and Tom. Welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Hello, Tom.
Hello, Chick.
How are you?
I'm good.
Good. We've got a guest.
We do indeed. He's a very funny guy. He's comedian Dave Landau. And Dave brought along Matt McClowry, who we're going to meet shortly. But I was hoping Christy had warned Dave. That,
I have not warned
even though he is a veteran actor and comedian.
Yes.
Oh, boy. He is...
boy.
I always put it this way, Dave.
Yes.
Tiger Woods, Mr. Woods.
Very well.
Even of course, even at his peak.
Tom Brady had a quarterback coach. Go there.
There you go. Okay.
Switch it up.
Tom Brady had a quarterback coach.
There we go.
Tiger Woods would have a swing coach.
I bet.
Tiger no more.
Yeah, you're you of course tell jokes as part of your shtick, if you will. And we decided that we'd teach you how it's done.
Okay.
With a special treat. It's a regular feature here, and we don't like to embarrass our guests by upsetting
Just
them.
hit the button! Holy hell!
Sexy man with a deep voice. Ace Cosby, here he is with his joke of the day.
Hey, Chick.
Yes, Ace.
Dinosaurs were never a fan of Santa and his reindeer.
Really? I didn't know that dinosaurs were never a fan of Santa and his reindeer.
Do you know what dinosaurs' least favorite reindeer was?
Who was the no?
I'm working overtime over here. What was
a dinosaur?
Least favorite reindeer?
Comet.
Oh, some say responsible for the extinction of the. The holidays are here. Go to omahasteaks.com. Get 50% off site-wide, plus get an extra $30 off when you use code BTS at checkout. Minimum order may be required. Thank you, Omaha Steaks, for sponsoring that.
Yes.
What is that?
A bad joke is rare, but they're typically well done. What is it again?
There's a Far Side where the dinosaurs are standing around smoking, and that's the real reason the dinosaurs are extinct. Yeah,
Thank you very much.
Smoking.
That was lovely. We're going to check in with Christy Lee at the news desk. What do you got over there?
UK grocery store is recalling a batch of Christmas stuffing mix over concerns it may contain moths.
Whoa. Moths or moth?
Moths.
Moths like the bug?
Yeah.
I see. That's why that's everybody knows. That's why you don't turn on that oven light when you're cooking. How do you get moths?
They fly to the light.
The moth to a flame.
Tesco warned
Do I have to explain everything to you today?
Yes, I think you do. I don't understand.
You understand the comet reference that he made?
Christy, what else is happening with the stuffing?
Tesco warned in a recall notice that it's recalling a single batch of Tesco finest apple and cranberry stuffing mix.
It's the finest.
Due to the possible presence of moths, which makes the product unfit for human consumption.
Yes, but they recommend taking the stuffing and cooking it in the ass of a goose. That's perfectly acceptable.
According to the BBC, it's believed the moths may have gotten into the stuffing mix through one of the raw ingredients.
Oh.
Well, don't we already have bugs in our food anyway? It's already
There's always a certain amount. We're
always.
bugs.
And these are
You're like Renfield.
Yeah.
What is the difference between? I mean, I know there's a difference between a turkey and a goose, but why do in my brain, I think turkey sounds much better than a goose? Why is that?
I disagree. I think a
really?
goose sounds, for some reason, it has, maybe because it rhymes with juice, it sounds more succulent to me.
I don't think
goose has more fat.
I would never eat a goose.
Your name's not Ebenezer?
That's true. It's not.
I'd love to try goose. You wouldn't?
Really? I don't think I would.
Because isn't there?
I'd eat horse before I'd eat a goose.
Wasn't it a Christmas goose?
Yes, absolutely.
I've had horse. I've just never eaten it.
Getting her legs apart?
Leave it right there.
Sure, that's a horde. I don't know what I missed there.
Did you have to build your own sort of...
What would you do, Christy, if I came to one of your polo matches and I had a scarf around my neck and 2 forks? Would that be bad?
That would be bad.
A napkin?
What would you do if Dave came to one of your polo matches with some condoms?
And a stepladder.
They're made of
Christy.
homemade lambskin.
So I'm sorry. So why did they recalled it because there were bits of moths in the what is it again?
In the stuffing mix. The apple and cranberry stuffing.
Yes.
If they're bits, how do they know they're moths?
Yeah, I know. How would you even know?
If they're cooked, is it that bad?
No,
tiny
I can't imagine it would be bad.
Little legs, and I wonder if they were cage free.
Yeah.
I want my grass-fed, cage-free moths, right, Pat?
I mean, if they're free roaming, I mean, really, who's it hurting?
Well, how many herded moths do you know of?
I mean, in my house.
Do you cook? Yeah.
Me?
Yeah.
No. I'm terrible, honestly. If there was moths in my food, I couldn't tell you. No one wants me to cook anything.
Really?
I'm horrible. Do you cook?
Yes, all the time.
Good for you.
When he's not cooking, he's washing dishes.
Yeah. I grill. I will grill all day, but I'm not a kitchen guy.
Okay. Yeah, I feel like sometimes I live in the kitchen. Just
Pat, now that you've adopted a plant-based diet, are you cooking a lot more?
I'm steaming a lot. That's about it.
Yeah.
You mean you're mad about having to be a vegetarian?
Yes, that too. Yes, and wigs. Anybody get that?
Well, yeah, maybe very, very deep cut.
A woman.
Now, what was this? What was the story we had before? About but that was the one about horse.
Yeah, about horse meat. The guy was selling illegal horse meat out of his car.
As opposed to legal?
There is no legal horse meat. Did you know that?
You can't get it legally?
Nope, not in the United States. You can in Iceland.
It's big in France, right?
I've been getting lied to.
It's big in Iceland, too.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Iceland?
Yeah.
I don't think I want to live in the country where
Or
I'm
Greenland,
not
one of
free
those
to
up
eat
there.
horse meat. Free to my ass, right?
I feel like it's expensive.
That's what shocked us. It was fairly cheap. It ended up being $12.50 a pound.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Does it depend on the breed? Like what?
I would think so.
What if it's like
your finer Appaloosas are probably.
Well, I don't think you want to eat a thoroughbred. They're all muscle.
Yes, I would think the thoroughbreds
Yeah.
would be tough. I don't want to be eating horses.
What about by cuteness, like circus pony?
Oh, they're delicious. They call it. That's their version of veal.
Yes.
Oh, I like those ones that they flip their hooves up with their.
Oh yeah,
like the Lipizan stallion.
The Lipizan stallions.
yeah,
Very good.
$75 a pound.
Yeah.
No kidding. I bet they're really tender. All that.
Could I get
the Clydesdale's $125 a pound?
Oh, yeah.
Beer battered. It's delicious.
That'll sit you bad. But the feet are really
happy.
It's like when you have a turkey. Someone who wants the leg, who wants the right hoof.
Yeah.
It's passenger side. No, culturally I can't. It's the same reason we don't eat dog here in the United States, whereas they do in whatever.
You know, they claim that other dogs, if you eat dog, a living dog will know it. They can smell it on you that you have ingested dog.
Are you serious?
That's why I never tried it when I lived in Korea. Dave, I lived in Korea for a couple of years, and I never. It also wasn't widely available. You had to seek it out. You were never going to accidentally eat dog there.
I thought they made you at the airport.
So you weren't ever down on the corner going, "Hey, you got any dog?
Yeah, you're like,
dog?
I don't like poodles.
Puppy. In all of his, I didn't see all of his shows, but I used to watch Anthony Bourdain when he would travel the world.
Right.
Yeah. Did he ever do anything that exotic? Did he ever try to eat dog or horse?
I think he had testicles at one point.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's a.
Those are good.
Everybody does that. They just deep fry them and it tastes like.
I'm just trying to.
I've had them. Never.
You ever had a cooked testicle?
I have not.
Rocky Mountain oyster.
Do you just like them?
I've had them raw.
Just raw.
Hot. Yeah. 98.6 degrees.
You remember that? That's how I got this job. You remember?
Smothered in underwear, as they say.
That's right. That's the way I like them.
Hairy and sweaty. Okay, good. It's been a good show. We'll see you later.
Okay.
Thanks. We're going to be joined by comedian Matt McClowry. I'm looking forward to talking to Matt. I've heard great things about him.
A Scottish lad, huh?
Yeah, I have no idea. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Add to or continue the conversation. Check out the Bob and Tom Show on Facebook.
It's here. Oh, I'm going to open it up. Inside, you've got, well, let's see, pork loin, boneless chops. Let's see. This is the pièce de résistance. Beef tenderloin steaks. The perfect burger experience from Omaha Steaks. And, yes. Individual scallop potatoes and caramel apple tart. It's all here, and it comes, I should point this out, it comes with a dry ice, so it's all perfectly frozen, and of course, with dry ice, you could have fun in the laboratory. Visit omahasteaks.com. Remember, 50% off site-wide, and use the promo code BTS to get an extra $30 off. Boris, I've got something for you.
I think we're gonna take it down a notch and play something romantic.
Oh, all right.
You've got secrets, you're not saying a word. I can't describe just how much that hurts. I thought our love was honest and true. You're guilty, baby, and your silence is proof. How can I read your mind? Have we been living a lie? It's not up to me this time. I'm leaving it up to you, baby. Leaving it up to you, girl. I'm leaving it up to you, baby. Don't you tear apart my world. I'm leaving it up to you, baby. I'm leaving it up to you, girl. Well, I just can't believe that you're deceiving me.
Slow dance for Java and Christy Lee, ladies and gentlemen.
This is not a lady's choice, obviously.
You come home looking like you've been caught in the rain, smelling like cologne, and it ain't rained for days. High karate, time after time. I say this can't get much worse. No, no, no. You've got cheating in your eyes, girl, and your drawers in your purse. Oh. I can't read your mind. Hey, we've been living a lie. It's not up to me this time. I'm leaving it up to you, baby. Leaving it up to you, girl. I'm leaving it up to you, baby. Don't you tear apart my world. I'm leaving it up to you, baby. I'm leaving it up to
Java's coming to see me.
Well, I just can't believe you're deceiving me. Oh, no.
Smells like high karate.
Yeah, 'cause I'm leaving it up to you, baby. Leaving it up to you, girl. Leaving it up to you, baby. Don't you tear apart my world. I'm leaving it up to you, baby. I'm leaving it up to you, girl. Well, I just can't believe that you're deceiving me. Oh, no. Oh, no. Yeah. Oh, no. You got something on the side, something on the side, something on the side. Oh, no. Hurry, mama, don't hurry, mama, no, no, no.
Oh, yeah! Oh, yeah! Fantastic.
You not came into me for parent-teacher conference and goes, I don't understand why Bobby doesn't do better in dodgeball. and you got to be like, because Bobby doesn't apply himself, you know. But you're thinking because Bobby throws like a little fruit. You know? That's why. Look at his dad. It's not my fault, you know. If you wanted an athlete, marry a guy who stands up straight with a straight wrist. I can't fix that. You know, just don't, make sure he pays attention in art class because this ain't happening.
He has a great sense of color.
Oh, yeah.
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 Let's talk to our guest, Tom Foss. Now, do you have any animals?
I got 2 horses, about 15 chickens, dogs, cats.
So you are in the country, yeah?
Yeah, gravel road, one-way gravel road.
Really?
Do you eat the chickens?
No, the eggs.
Ah.
My wife said she'd never kill one of the chickens.
Really?
But she doesn't have any problem scrambling up the kids.
That's sweet.
Good morning, sunshine.
Bob and Tom.
Comedy this evening.
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Christy Lee at the news desk.
Hello.
There's Pat Godwin in the performance room.
Hey, chick.
I just glanced at you, Pat. I thought you were wearing a swell ascot. But you're not. You're not. You're wearing... Okay.
I have it here at the ready, though.
But it would be okay because it's your birthday. If you
Yes.
want to wear an ascot on your birthday, that's fine.
Yes.
There's Josh Arnold.
Hello.
Ace Cosby's here.
Howdy.
I'm Chick McGee, and here's Tom with 2
Very special guest.
Comedian Dave Landau has joined us. I'm noticing here, Dave, that tomorrow evening you're going to be at the Art Theater in Hobart. Hobart, Indiana. And you've brought your best friend along, I understand. He is Matt McClowry. I have not met Matt prior to this. Matt, how are you, sir?
Oh, I'm great. Thank you for having me.
You're very welcome. Now, I'd like to clarify, because there seems to be a certain awkwardness in the air.
Yeah.
I think I can facilitate getting you less ill at ease, if you will.
Okay. I don't think I'm the one who needs to be put at ease. I think that's everybody else.
That's precisely what I want to do. You are let's see, what's the word I'm looking for? Not victim. That would be too awful.
Victim? Let's not do that.
That could potentially be.
That could be everyone else in the room. Yeah.
What the hell are you talking about?
You have Asperger's.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like I'm like Mr. Bean if he might have a gun on him. That level. The thing is, it's not actually called Asperger's anymore. In the DSM-5, it's just high-functioning autism. Like, I put a joke about it online, and somebody replied to me. They said, you can't use that word anymore. It's politically incorrect. It's a slur. So I replied, shut up, Asperger's. If it's a slur, I have it. That makes it my word.
Yeah.
I'm going to keep saying Asperger, and I'm going to put the hard R at the end of it, too. So I'm a house Asperger.
What is the phrase? On the spectrum?
Yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, that's,
Yeah, I never liked that one. It sounds like a roller coaster.
Yeah. Yeah. You're at Cedar Point. Did you ride the spectrum? It was awesome.
Yeah.
It was great.
I think of rainbow.
Yeah. No, but that's
well, that's a different thing.
Okay. Whoosh. You guys are buddies, though, right? You and Dave?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we met 20 years ago.
Literally 20 years ago.
When he got in my car and kept reading signs.
Had you been identified at that time as, did they label your particular sphere of existence?
Yeah, I was.
You know what? He's right. You're the one who's weird and awful. What the hell's going on over there?
It's so difficult these days.
Will you not do this in front of company?
Please say you had been properly diagnosed and
when I was 17. Until then, it was just my fault, you know? I'm from that generation.
Okay, you know what I'm saying. It's just awkward.
Yeah.
I mean, we live in a world you never know what you can. I just learned what was 2 or 3 months ago. I didn't know. Maybe you know this, Dave. You ever heard someone goes, "Hey, that was really expensive. That thing was really a jip."
Oh yeah.
First of all, I thought it was JIP. Then I found that it was GYP, and then I found out that stood for gypsy, which is politically incorrect, which I was not exactly aware of. But I never knew that saying something was a gyp was a slur on an Eastern European people.
Yeah, but only to those filthy nomads. It's not.
I didn't know.
Yeah. My neighbor who's made a fortune in turquoise jewelry was real offended.
I thought gypsy was some made-up Hollywood word that they used for homeless people in the movies.
Oh, right, that it didn't actually.
What are we supposed to call those people now, then?
Travelers, and then there's another.
Travelers, oh, okay.
Yeah, there's another one that's acceptable.
Oh, now here's Josh on 10 Minutes in Nomadland. How wonderful and beautiful it was.
Nomadland is poetry in motion, my friends. It's
they
wonderful.
weren't gypsies.
It's Francis McDormand crapping in a bucket. Okay?
That's all you remember.
My favorite review of that movie.
Because I cried when she did that.
My favorite review of that movie called it poverty porn.
Well, that critic was also a moron.
I love that.
Wait a minute. Will you say also a moron?
It wasn't about being poor. It was a chosen lifestyle.
Yeah, they did.
It was about being boring.
Matt actually hit one with a car, and she said Asperger's.
That's a thinner joke.
So now, Matt, if I were to be introducing you to someone, and
you wouldn't bring it up.
I wouldn't.
No.
I wouldn't say don't be concerned about the blank stare and the weird attitude. And I would just say, hey, you figured out yourself. You're on your own. I can't figure it.
This is the perfect storm. Is what this is.
I can say, look, I know this guy seems like a total weirdo, but he's on the spectrum.
This guy seems like he's right. You wouldn't say any of that in polite society.
He's like all of us. He's doing the best that he can.
Well, I'm a performer. I might be turning it up a little.
There's a human being under there.
And you're here.
I blame Landau. You knew all this would happen.
You're smiling over there, Dan.
Yeah, look at him.
Okay, let's.
He's my favorite person.
I have no doubt.
Let's enter the realm of normality. You are a dad, Mr. Landau. Is that correct?
Yes.
You have a son. I remember you said that one. Right?
Oh yeah, he's 8 years old.
Oh, nice, good age.
Oh, it's the best. It's the best.
I have a daughter too.
Yeah, and he just had a daughter, and I'm the godfather to his daughter.
Oh wow.
Which is amazing, and being a dad's amazing to me. I mean, being an uncle is amazing to me. I'm a kind of guy. I don't like people showing me pictures. Besides you, I love seeing pictures of your kid. Most people, it's awful. It's like, look at my kid, picture my kid, see my kid, look at my kid, picture. It's like, relax. It's been 2 years. You're not going to find them. But with your daughter, I mean, I'd love actually saying, because you're the first person who's trusted me to be a godfather, which I love.
Well, I mean, you live several states away, so it's not like I have to ask you to watch her.
It's a pretty easy assignment.
How old is she?
She's a year and 2 months today.
Oh, that's great, man.
Oh,
that's sweet.
Yeah.
And now your 8-year-old son. Do you mind if I ask what his name is?
Wyatt.
Wyatt.
Right after Kurt Russell in Tombstone. No joke.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wyatt Earp.
Yeah, Wyatt Earp.
Yeah.
But specifically Kurt Russell playing Wyatt.
right. None of that Costner BS.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a great name, Wyatt.
What
is Wyatt? Let me think. He's 3rd grade.
Yes.
And what is he up to? Does he have any unusual hobbies? Or
he's great at football. Fantastic at football. He plays in 2 baseball leagues. Both travel. So he's inherited. I think he's my son. He's inherited none of that from me. And I'm not somebody who lives vicariously. I let him pick all his own stuff, and he's a great drummer too.
Oh, cool.
He's
You know,
smart.
Dave, that Kurt Russell's son is named Wyatt as well.
Really?
Absolutely.
Look at
We're
that.
looking right
See,
at
I
him.
literally
he's also-
just found that out.
And he's also an actor. Yeah.
Wyatt Russell?
I will not have my son be an actor because Amanda Bynes.
Yeah. Oh, I see.
I just feel like
Cautionary tale.
Honestly, I just feel that adults should play kids in movies now. It's enough.
well, typically they do. I was reading somewhere the average age of the cast of what's the most famous high school movie?
High School Musical.
No,
I'm thinking of Grease.
Grease.
In Grease, yeah. What's her name? Stockard Channing looks like she's 50.
40 or 50.
Yeah.
Grease is a perfect movie. You watch your mouth, mister.
I think you have it confused with Grease too.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
He's
kind of like The Godfather.
He's right.
Yeah.
Two's better.
Up a notch, and who would have thought?
Yeah, or Dumb and Dumber 2. I was joking, guys. I'm sorry.
I had a mouthful of coffee, but I would have been laughing out loud.
Not good, is it?
No, sadly.
Oh, no, it's
Same cast.
Horrific.
Yeah, you'd think it would.
Really?
Yeah, they got it. Yeah, they made some mistakes.
They got it wrong.
Yeah.
Wow.
Who would have guessed?
Wow. Okay. Well, we're hanging out with the fellas, and we can talk babies or whatever coming up. What have you got for a teaser over there, Christy Lee?
I don't have any babies. I have a battle in an East Nashville neighborhood over a food market. We'll talk about that
Would
coming
you watch
up.
a baby battle, Josh?
A baby battle?
Two or
Would
three
I?
babies? 2 or 3 babies going at it?
I would continue to watch baby battles.
Ah, okay. Fair
Babies don't fight. Babies don't.
Oh, they fight.
Oh, they fight. Especially if you push them against each other.
You duct tape a razor knife to their hand, like a cockfight.
Wow, yours are a little more extreme than
mine. Mine was almost tame.
Yeah, those the mom's going, ow, ow. A little deer hunter for you, there, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay.
Okay, we got Christy Lee taught me something.
What'd I teach you?
When you go Christmas shopping, Christy likes to. She usually has a number in her head. Like if I'm buying 3 gifts,
Oh, I got one of my gifts yesterday.
then you buy one for yourself.
That's right.
Right?
Yeah.
Makes sense.
Of course.
I've got a suggestion for a gift that's actually it's kind of for you, but it might be for her, depending on your situation. I'm talking about the Sleep Number Smart Bed. The Sleep Number people have perfected what they call adjustable firmness. This is a very simple idea that they have made right and perfect. The way it works is when you get home, that bed isn't necessarily the same bed you got on at the store because you can adjust the firmness level. And either side of the bed has its own firmness level. So if that guy over there wants a stiff mattress like a Chick McGee, what's your Sleep Number smart bed setting?
100. I like the firmest of all settings.
And then Christy's over here. What's your setting?
35 because I like my mattress a bit softer.
You press the buttons and get everything the way you want it. In fact, you've got 2 separate remote controls. So there. They can't even control your bed from their side unless you ask them to. It's that simple. The Sleep Number bed, it's perfection, and they've got a whole bunch of other things about sleeping that they're going to help you with. In fact, the Sleep Number smart beds help you figure out what level of firmness you need. If you don't believe me, ask J.D. Power and Associates. They now have ranked Sleep Number #1 in customer satisfaction with mattresses purchased in store. You can find that out for yourself by going to jdpower.com/awards. Right now, to be smart like your smart bed, you can save 40% on the famous Sleep Number Special Edition smart bed. This is a limited time offer. Find out about special savings and financing by going to the Sleep Number store. You'll find it by going to sleepnumber.com/BT show. That's sleepnumber.com/BT show. See the store for all the details. When we come back, we have a 10-year-old kid getting arrested for public urination. That's some good police work, Muldoon. And we'll hang out with Matt and Dave. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
This is Jimmy Pardo.
I want to thank you, old Saint Nick, for the stuff that you leave on the eve of Christmas Day. Worldwide overnight delivery's quite a trick, and it ain't no wonder that you ain't got time to shave. I know that you've been making me a toy up in the Arctic, and I hope this message reaches you before you've time to start it. Some folks like their Christmases all blue or even white, but for me the color green is exactly right. Santa, don't you bother with the chimney no more. Slip my present into an envelope and slide it under the door, cause nothing says Merry Christmas like cash, cash, cash. Yeah. Don't need 2 front teeth or mistletoe kisses. Jackson Franklin grants my wishes. All I want for Christmas is cash, cash, cash. Oh, the size is perfect and the style's just right. You know that it's the color I dig. And never, ever, ever would you hear me say, does this money in my pocket make my butt look big? Show me what the holiday spirit's about with a nice wire transfer into my offshore account. Cause nothing says Merry Christmas like cash, cash, cash. Santa, don't you be no Ebenezer. Pay off the balance on this here Visa, cause nothing says Merry Christmas like cash, cash, cash. Oh, the size is perfect and the style's just right. You know that it's color I dig. And never, ever, ever would you hear me say, does this money in my wallet make my butt look big? Santa, don't you bother with the chimney no more. Slip my present into an envelope and slide it under the door, cause nothing says Merry Christmas like cash, cash. Nothing says Merry Christmas like cold hard. Nothing says Merry Christmas like cash, cash, cash.
Hey, did you enjoy those videos played in that break? Check out the Bob and Tom YouTube playlist for more great stuff.
Hey, Josh Arnold here from the Bob and Tom Show. Do you know where squeaky, fresh cheese curds come from?
Well, yeah, it comes from a cow's teeth. Everybody knows that.
No, they come from Gardner's Wisconsin cheese.
Well, yeah, but before that, it was in a cow's teeth. God, is that you bleeping me?
This is why Gardner's Wisconsin cheese is different. Their cheese curds are made fresh in the morning and delivered to your doorstep in about 48 hours nationwide. The freshest curds outside the walls of the creamery, I say.
Wow. We've got fresh curds, but we couldn't get them to you for about a month by buggy.
You gotta try their oven-baked cheese. It arrives at your doorstep pre-baked. You just heat it and eat it. Grill it, skill it, air fry it.
Oh, we're not allowed to have air fryers. We'd burn in hell for that. Once you cook the cheese, I guess, but...
And their aged super sharp cheddars are amazing. From 4 to 17 years. My favorite is the 8-year-old super sharp cheddar. It's powerful but still creamy and melts in your mouth. Just delicious.
Sounds like that Gardner farmer is pretty smart on cheese.
Right now, receive free cold pack shipping and free cheese curds when you spend $59 or more at GardnersWisconsinCheese.com.
I don't have an internet.
Their pre-selected package deals make great gifts for coworkers, friends, or anyone hard to shop for. Remember, cheese is always a good idea.
Can't argue with that.
That's GardnersWisconsinCheese.com.
Dave Dugan joins us in the studio.
David Dugan.
My formal name.
You sound like a Grand Wizard. David Dugan, Grand Wizard. Stop.
You have a couple young children. A couple young kids. Raising kids at that age is sort of like being hazed into a fraternity.
Yeah.
There was like a 2-minute time period the other day when I changed a dirty diaper, picked up grounded up fruit chews out of the carpet while chocolate milk was being spilled down my back. Geez, if I could pants myself, I'd be a Fidel right now.
My most recent marriage was a disaster. It made the wreck of the Edmunds Fitzgerald look like a fender bender.
Wow. Hello. And you remember Lord's famous line about gun control more.
Yes. The relationship taught me a lot. It taught me they won't sell you a handgun if you're crying.
Hello, this is comedian John Evans, the High Plains Thrifter. And
hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. Hello, Tom.
Hey, Chick, how are you today?
I'm okie doke.
You look kind of priest-like.
How are you? You do?
Yeah, your top button over there.
He was wearing a white T-shirt, maybe.
Which one of us? Let's ask our guests. We have a comedian, Matt McClowry here, and
that's a good idea.
And Dave Landau. If any of us had on religious garb, like the famous collar, who would be the most likely to be? If you'd look at us and think we weren't fraudulent, who would be the most likely to be a priest?
Is anyone undressed?
Evidently, that's how Dave's used to seeing the priest. How about that?
I say that as a Catholic. It's a joke, I say.
Who do you think could pull it off?
I think...
Ace?
Ace, maybe from, Senegal or something. How about that?
He's stoic enough.
It's Godwin for me.
Yeah, that'd be good.
We have a lot of priests now from Nigeria. A lot of them.
Well, I'm just saying.
I gotta say, God,
if
he does look holy now.
If I had priestly garb on, I don't think I could pull it off.
No, I know a lot of beard priests, not a lot of sideburn priests.
Yeah.
I love this. True.
Now, Patty G, we'll have to get one more song out of you at some point.
Yeah, but we have a special guest.
There's something happening.
Something very special.
There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, the weird beard has arrived.
The hair has grown since the last time I saw him in the hallway.
Are you dyeing that hair black on top?
It's Father Manson.
Wow. God bless you, my child.
Oh, yeah. You see, you could not pull off the priest thing like that.
Oh, I know. I
like it. I've looked very much like Jesus.
Okay, well, that's Jeff Oskay. Show these guys how it's done.
Hey, everybody. I'm Jeff Oskay. Dave, Matt, you guys don't know this. We give you a lot of the news each week. We don't give you all the news, so I'm here to give you the news that we
failed to mention.
Now, here's Jeff Oskay with what you failed to mention news. Pew, 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 pew.
Oh, before we get started, I have a new sponsor at the news desk. Today, the news desk is sponsored by Penny Loafers.
Oh.
Penny Loafers. It's the only shoe that makes sense.
Sure.
Oh! A barber was arrested for selling drugs out of his barber shop. What you failed to mention, officers became suspicious after his haircut ran him $287.
It's actually pretty close.
A prisoner escaped while having surgery on his injured penis, according to the Bangkok Post. Well, you failed to mention he should probably stay away from that post.
Bangkok, you see.
Cruise ships. I don't know if you guys saw this, Dave and Matt, but cruise ships are now kicking passengers off who bring or use marijuana on the ship. What you failed to mention, and that's why I stick to cocaine. Haven't been kicked off one ship. In the future, porn watchers in the UK may have to have their faces scanned to view pornography online. What you failed to mention is it their regular faces or their faces. There's a new dive bar Christmas tree that smells like a dive bar. What you failed to mention, it looks great till you turn the lights on.
Holy hell! You did that right once, Tom? Didn't you take a rabbit home and woke up with a dog or something? Or was it? Oh, that's a Halloween.
That was a
story.
Halloween party.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah, Petoskey, Michigan was the place.
Yeah, you're right.
I was in costume.
Yeah.
Yes, I took a mouse home and woke up with the dog.
Yeah, cute little mouse.
Yikes.
New York City SantaCon drew in tens of thousands of partying Santas for the event. Well, you failed to mention that's a lot of drunk Santas in one place. Just think how much money the ho-ho-hos made that night. Well, okay.
That was amusing.
Very good.
I got a kick out of
my time. A drunk Florida man was arrested for molesting a manatee mannequin that stood in front of Rick's Reef Restaurant in St. Pete's Beach.
Yep.
Well, you failed to mention, that explains why Frisch's big boy has a restraining order against him as well. Just molesting all the
big statue.
Wasn't the manatee wearing a T-shirt?
Yes.
Did someone say tacos?
Yeah. Or eat more tacos
That's
or
a
something.
great
He was very molestable.
Yeah.
Yes. A family found a live owl in their Christmas tree 3 days after they'd brought it home. What you failed to mention, hey, at least no more mouse infestation. No? Okay. Pole dancing improves women's mental well-being. What you failed to mention, well, until she bends the pole.
Yeah, that's got to be.
Yeah, class is over again today, ladies. Trisha's fat ass bent the pole again. Trisha. We learned that over time, human males no longer have an actual bone in their penises. What you failed to mention, evolution does crazy stuff. Along with the lack of the bone in the penis, our most recent generation of kids were also born with no backbone. Just getting a little edgy.
Snowflakes.
Let's get
Abdullah oblongado.
Spineless.
That means.
And finally, we learned human birth control pills work on female gorillas. What you failed to mention, they decided to go with that after the seventh scientist lost his arm trying to get a condom on the gorilla. I'm Jeff Oskay, and this has been the news, and we all failed to mention. Very nice.
Jeff Oskay. Thank you, Jeffrey.
Thank you, Jeff.
Yeah, Jeff.
Once again, joining us in the studio, we have two. Now, let me ask you this: do you go with Michiganian or Michigander? I know there's a controversy.
Michigangster.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh,
Yeah. 8 Mile guy right
That's
here.
Dave Landau, Michigangster, and Matt McClowry. Do you have a preference?
I prefer going to live in Florida.
I'd be Floridian.
I used to think I had a depression problem, but then I just realized I didn't get sunlight for 32 years.
It really is a sad place.
No, so far I haven't really seen you look like you're having any fun.
Oh, I'm having a great time.
Are you?
That's what
Okay.
it looks like.
Okay. Do you ever like get in front of a mirror and try to look happy and try to go like this, try to smile like you're a happy person?
Yeah, no, that doesn't work for me.
Okay, all right.
It's like I think I'm relatively. I look like a good-looking guy, just like a good-looking guy who died 2 hours ago.
You know what? That's it. Yeah.
Not a lot of smiling, not a lot of facial. And for those just joining us, we established the fact that now I'm going to get this wrong. You just told me what it was. It was like R-TEV 7476 or something. What's it called that you're dealing with?
Nothing.
Oh no,
no. You mean I'm autistic. Yeah, mildly autistic.
What was the number thing you gave me?
Well, he was referring to the DSM.
DSM-5,
Yeah,
the new DSM-5. It used to be Asperger's. Now it's just high-functioning autism.
What does DSM-5 mean?
It's the book.
Yeah.
The diagnostic book for all kinds of conditions.
Is that a band from Michigan, the DMC-5 and the D? Thank you.
I know how to get out of this. What do you want us to say, Tom?
It's a SoundCloud rapper who OD'd.
Yeah, DSM-5.
Yeah, you smiling big is not a good thing.
No,
it looks
no.
like there'll be a candlelight vigil the next day.
Yeah.
So, do you still live in Michigan?
No. Hell no.
He moved to Florida.
I moved to Florida.
Really? Oh, I didn't know
I moved to a much classier place, Florida.
Yeah.
Sorry about what I did to that manatee.
May I ask what place in Florida?
Oh, I live in the Orlando area.
Okay.
Yeah.
Winter Park?
No, Davenport, closer to Disney because my wife loves Disney.
Oh, really?
That's sweet.
Yeah, and
nice.
and I'm kind of like Eeyore, so I met my wife on Tinder, so I reported Tinder to the Better Business Bureau. I love my wife actually. I found my wife's OCD. I wasn't, but I had to convert when we got married.
Oh,
yeah, I don't believe it. I just have to practice the customs.
Matt McClowry is our guest. That is just beautiful.
Yeah,
so funny. That is so great.
Thank you.
We're hanging out with Dave Landau, Matt McClowry, but it's time now to return to the news. Have we missed anything in the news?
Yeah, a woman in Tennessee suing a Nashville market over the smell of smoked meats wafting onto her property.
I saw this, and the restaurant was there first, right?
Well, let's hear the story.
Yes.
WTVF.
TVF?
Yeah.
We used to be UHF. Now we're TVF.
Yep. Reports.
No, that did
good?
nothing.
Okay. Did nothing.
You know, with encouragement like that.
Yeah, why would I keep at it?
WTVF reports a neighbor of Roy's Meat Service is suing the business, claiming it interferes with the enjoyment of her home and impacts her health.
I disagree. If my house smelled more like smoked meat, I think everybody would be happy. Yeah.
She alleges the part of the store encroaches on her property and smoke from the constant grilling is a nuisance. Jeff Roy of Roy's Meat Service told the TV station he complies with codes and has spent a lot of time and money trying to address his neighbor's complaints.
I've tried.
Nowhere in the story does it say he was there
Here
first.
it is. It says, yeah, she moved in after
okay.
the restaurant was trying to find the exact thing.
Well,
yeah.
then she should have known better.
Sure.
Yeah, I mean, this is like people who move next to an airport and they complain about the planes landing.
Right.
I would change it to Roy's Crematorium.
So good. Yeah.
And just be like, do you want me to switch back now?
Did you ever see that movie, The Alamo, with
Yes.
Billy Bob?
Oh, yeah.
The only good line in that movie is why he can't eat. Remember that?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very unpleasant.
Yes. Yes, indeed. But again, if they were there first,
Right.
come on.
Plus, that's not a bad smell.
No, it's a great smell.
Yeah.
Maybe she's vegan.
Oh, is that? What are your thoughts on veganism, Christy?
Don't you hate I hate
Yeah. Sorry, Pat.
That's all right.
So we'll see what happens. Who knows?
A 10-year-old boy who was taken to jail in Mississippi
That's about time.
for urinating in public has now been sentenced.
Oh, man.
WREG
That's right. We're the big rig.
reports the boy was in the parking
Is it
lot.
REG or RIG?
I heard RIG.
It's REG.
Hello, Reg, for Reg TV.
The boy was in the parking lot of a lawyer's office as his mother went into the office asking for some legal assistance. A plainclothes police detective witnessed the young man urinating next to his mom's car and took him into custody.
Really?
Ridiculous.
It's totally ridiculous.
In Mississippi, he'll be put to death.
Actually, Dave, he was sentenced to 3 months probation and must write a 2-page report on Kobe Bryant.
Kobe
What?
Bryant.
I don't know what Kobe
What did
Bryant
Kobe do?
has to
Why not?
do with
Why not
this.
R. Kelly? What's the Kobe connection?
I have no idea.
This doesn't make any sense.
Maybe the judge asked him who his favorite.
Okay.
Maybe he wanted him to write a report on somebody famous. I don't know.
Why'd they
that he
even
liked.
bother with anything?
Or I don't know, maybe O.J. Simpson. You go with a criminal.
Well, you don't want him talking. No.
But what cop
Why would you?
arrest a 10-year-old kid?
For peeing outside.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that's ridiculous.
Is it against the law?
Yes, public urination.
Yeah, but a 10-year-old kid can pee anywhere.
Well, I don't
Come
think
on.
so.
But if you're holding it,
Remember when you were 10 and you could pee higher than your head?
Oh, yeah.
What?
Oh, yeah, you could launch it.
Man,
Yeah.
the kidney muscles.
Oh, back in the day, yeah.
Yeah.
Get a kid out of the car and just shoot it over the car. Those were the days. Does Guinness have a world record for that?
No, they don't do those kinds of records.
That'd be
They
arcing
don't
height.
encourage urination.
Is there a way to strengthen that muscle?
Kegels.
Kegel.
You can do that? So you can
can you do man Kegels?
Yeah.
Can you
Men can
really?
Kegel.
You don't do
Yes.
Hegels?
No, I've never done Hegels.
I'm doing a Hegel right now.
I better go start
so
practicing
am
next
I.
to my car.
I'm sorry. Christy, do we have anything else over there?
A loose bull disrupted traffic on trains between Newark, New Jersey, and New York City.
A loose what?
Bull,
Okay.
according to New Jersey
Like
Transit.
a horned critter with cow-like features?
Yeah, what the hell do you think
I didn't think it was
meant?
Scottie Pippen.
It was Sammy the.
Yeah, Romano. Yeah. According to the New Jersey Transit, the brown bull with long, dark-tipped horns got onto the tracks at Newark Penn Station.
Don't they just run him over? Isn't that called a cow catcher? That thing in the
Exactly.
Yeah, but this may have.
That was a
This
bull.
sounds like they were causing more trouble running around, or this one was.
Did they get that moron naked cowboy dude to come rustle it up?
What?
This was in New Jersey, not in New York City. He was still in New Jersey.
You know that jackass at Times Square? You gotta pay
Jackass?
I don't know what he did to you, but
The guy's out there making a living.
he's not.
He was in New Jersey now. He was priced out because of the rent.
He goes down there. He plays the guitar. He makes the living.
Yeah.
He's
He
not
plays the
hurting
guitar
nobody.
in Fort Lee now.
They kicked him out of Hoboken.
This prompted a police response holding up train traffic between New Jersey and New York Penn Station for nearly an hour. Officers eventually cornered the animal into a fenced lot about 3 miles from the station.
And immediately realized they made a big mess.
Yeah. Hey, this thing doesn't like to be cornered, guys.
Oh, God.
You guff him, Muldoon.
I'm infinitely weaker than a bull. Here we go.
The bull was successfully captured and will be sent to a local animal sanctuary.
Slaughterhouse is the word.
Okay, line up for the sanctuary. All right, good job. Next. Next.
Details surrounding the bovine's ownership and how it became loose remain unclear.
Is that a bovine? A bull is a bovine? A cow's
I don't
a
know.
bovine?
It's written that way.
Yeah.
Or is
Bovines-
bull an equine? Or a feline?
Equine is a
Are
horse.
bovines any hoofed animal?
A feline? A bull? Are you sure?
I'm not.
I know
I'm
that.
asking.
I know that bull on the tracks is a Russian sex position.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Give her bull on tracks.
Ah, she won't stand up for a week.
She loved that.
He's extra 50.
She has to relax.
Have we covered everything in the news?
Yes. I am politely finished.
Oh, here's a headline that'll make you feel good.
All right.
The hypochondria paradox.
You know, I think I have that.
It's
Nothing, huh?
pretty sure
All
I
right.
do.
No, I like it.
That's good. Thank you. A study finds higher death rate among those who fear serious illness.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Makes
you can
sense.
you can make yourself
You can
sick.
talk yourself into a lot.
Heck yeah.
Wow.
You can talk, and you can die of a broken heart. Did you know that? It's true.
I did know that.
Oh,
Absolutely. It's a
didn't know
syndrome.
that.
Yep, it's a syndrome.
Pat, you died a little once
Johnny
or twice.
Cash.
Just a little once or twice.
Yeah.
We got Johnny Cash coming up in the news.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Weird.
In the
Today in history?
Today in history, an important Johnny Cash date. Actually, right now I want to talk about the importance of saving your weekend for you, so you don't have to go to the mall, find the parking space, curse out some lady who stole your parking space when the guy in front of you walked by, and then, Merry Christmas. No, I can save all those problems so you don't have to deal with them by telling you about Steven Singer Jewelers. IHateStevenSinger.com is where you go. Steven, of course, features real, natural, earthborn diamond stud earrings, among many other things. That Anita diamond stud earring set, extraordinarily popular right now. And it starts at just $298, and we're talking about real earthborn diamonds. Diamond studs, 100% eye flawless, near colorless, and they, of course, come with Steven's famous full-value lifetime trade-in guarantee at Steven Singer Jewelers. What am I talking about? If you want to upgrade, go for a bigger rock, well, you get the full value of the one you already have. That's what Steven's all about. Great service, helping you out. In fact, part of that great service is fast delivery. If you order before 2 o'clock today, that will be in the box, in the mail, on its way to you today. And you'll have plenty of time to get it and prepare it for the presentation. Great gifts from Steven Singer Jewelers. He's a guy that just loves selling great, beautiful jewelry. So tell him the Bob and Tom Show sent you, and check him out at IHateStevenSinger.com. Real, natural, earthborn diamonds from a real, natural, earthborn jeweler, a jeweler you can trust, Steven Singer. Thanks, Steven. Oh, one more thing. They've got those famous 14-karat gold safety silicone backs on those earrings so they don't fall out. All righty, thank you very much. Now, when we come back, a little bit of history, a little bit of Johnny Cash. This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Thanks for listening to the Bob and Tom.
When we decided to do this, I said, Tom, we should do a Tim Wilson song. And this is really hard. I practiced and man, I sucked. You just can't do a Tim Wilson song. So I took liberties with some of Timmy's songs and whipped a song together in honor of Tim. Help me get through this, folks. Can you hear that? Yeah. That's too bad. He really loved his trailer park woman. Didn't care much for Dr. Phil. I'm sure he started the church league fist fight, and his ass got tired of Shaquille O'Neal. A big white hat with a black 6-string guitar. Now the heavens have their newest star. Where's my jetpack, he would sing. Now he's sporting wings. And he taught Jesus Christ the booty song. We all thought he'd go to Chuck E. Cheese hell with George Bush, George Strait, George Patton, and George Orwell. A hillbilly homeboy, I could be wrong, but I know he's tired of me singing this f***ing song. A big white hat with a black 6-string guitar. Now the heavens have their newest star. Where's my jetpack, he would sing. Now he's sporting wings. And he asked Jesus Christ to join his band. They're singing Georgia, goodbye Georgia, Georgia, goodbye, Georgia, goodbye Georgia, Georgia, goodbye.
It's here. Oh, I'm going to open it up. Inside, you've got, well, let's see, pork loin, boneless chops. Let's see. This is the pièce de résistance. Beef tenderloin steaks. The perfect burger experience from Omaha Steaks. And, individual scallop potatoes and caramel apple tart. It's all here, and it comes, I should point this out, it comes with a dry ice, so it's all perfectly frozen, and of course, with dry ice, you could have fun in the laboratory. Visit omahasteaks.com. Remember, 50% off site-wide, and use the promo code BTS to get an extra $30 off. Boris, I've got something for you.
You took my breath away from the moment I first saw you. Will you marry me, Dolly? She said yes! She said yes!
It's not a real person.
It's not a real diamond.
Real, natural, earthborn diamond.
For your real love, from a real jeweler you can trust. Steven Singer Jewelers.
Wife. So he takes it home and he sets it on the table. He says, honey, come in here. You got to see this thing that I just brought back from the funeral home.
Yeah.
So she comes in and she takes one look at the jar and she goes, oh my gosh, Stanley Smith is dead?
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. You can see why people flock to the airwaves to hear the fabulous show.
Hi, this is Bobcat Goldthwait. You're listening to Bob and Tom Radio.
Mike Birbiglia is our guest. Are you dating anyone? Do you have a...
I realize what I need to find is a woman who loves me for my money, but doesn't understand math. I know this girl, and she wasn't too bright. She wasn't like book smart. She was like magazine smart or butter label smart. I went out with this girl middle of the day. I swear to God, and she goes, "You know what turns me on?" I go, "What?" And she said, "Black guys," which I really found discouraging because I've been mistaken for a lot of things in my life, but I've never had anyone be like, "You're black, right?" No, I'm Olive Garden Italian.
Lowell Sanders is here with us.
I'm on the road.
Are you
now, Lowell, are you a single man?
Yeah, I left a wife in Detroit.
Oh, okay.
I see how it works.
Police should have found her by now. I'm kidding. They won't find her.
Ain't no way. You're that good, aren't you?
Well, morning laughter just might be the best medicine.
I can hear you, oh no. You're talking out your ass again.
Bob and...
Hey, welcome back to the Bob and Tom Show. It's that time where we pause every day and hopefully advance the number one goal on this show, to educate.
Yeah. I don't know about this one.
Time now for Today in History.
Where are we today?
December 15. Is that the Ides December? Is that
That's March.
the middle? I think every month.
The winter Ides.
Okay. I haven't looked at this, so.
Winter.
Oh, yeah, this is important.
Okay, this is helping. All right.
The Bill of Rights, ratified in 1791. Ratified is an awful word.
Yeah.
What? Why is it awful? Oh, because rats in it?
Sounds like rats are pooping all over your documents. Hey, look at this thing. It's really important. What's all the stains?
Sounds like you're narking on it.
That's where it comes from, is that you had to get rat crap on
Okay.
before they would believe it.
Okay.
All right, we get it. All right.
See, I'm not a fan of this one either. 1939, the movie Gone with the Wind premiered.
Why aren't you a fan of that movie?
I just never liked it.
It's a pretty good flick.
And it kind of holds up considering what else was. They were barely making movies in 1939.
I remember, like, Superman walks out. And
well, that's a thing that happened after he became... That's your beef?
I don't know.
George Reeves is in it?
He's an actor. Frankly, I don't give it a.
He was quite the coxman, you know.
Here we go. This is the important thing. 1955. They must mean 65. Folsom Prison Blues released. That would have been 65, right, man?
I think so, yeah, 65.
Maybe it was 55.
No, it's 65, right?
It was 55, Dean says.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, I love when people read things right off the end. That can't be right.
Is that Dean? Is that the live version? Oh, okay. That's why I'm confused. Because Johnny Cash famously did that show live from Folsom Prison.
Sure.
And that would have been okay. That was in the 60s. Okay, sorry.
I'll sing like your life depends on it.
It'd be fun to see someone do that now, a nice live prison recording.
Yeah, I'm surprised.
Do they do that anymore?
Metallica did something in a prison a couple years back.
Did they? Metallica did?
Yeah.
Wow.
That'd be funny, like the Spice Girls.
Funny?
Yeah.
Elton John.
Well, this
Tell
was
me
a terrible idea.
what you really. Oh!
Did he literally?
Jesus! Moose has got a hold of me. Yeah, that's my prisoner's name, Moose.
As opposed to, I went with Spike earlier.
All right.
Elton John, yeah. He's like, oh, I don't need a piano.
I will be doing a meet and greet.
Yeah.
What is it, Pat? He'll be behind the sofa.
I've just brought a trailer.
Okay, Ace, as the fellows can see, you are a fan of the so-called Las Vegas Raiders.
So-called?
Yes. I'm not sure what they're raiding. In 2019, the Raiders played their last game in Oakland on this date. You're supposed to say, aren't you? Are you glad that they left?
Kind of. I love Vegas, and I love the Raiders, and I love...
Okay.
Are you going back? You ever go to a game, you think?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah? All right. You hear that, Tom?
Yeah.
Got to pay for a trip to Vegas.
Get your checkbook.
And tickets.
And tickets.
Now, are you
and
gonna,
the 4 seasons.
Are you going to go to the Sphere and see U2 or?
No, I thought when they were building that, I thought it was like an intimate thing. It's like 18,000 seats.
Yeah. But they say that the Grateful Dead are probably going to do it.
That's what John Mayer released on
John
his
Mayer's
fan site yesterday.
whatever they call themselves now.
Has it just been you two so far?
Dead and
They show like movies every day. Some
They
kind
show
of
a
film.
planetarium type of thing.
That's what it'd be. I love planetariums.
I
don't
do
know why.
But in terms of live bands, didn't we say Fish? Didn't we learn
Fish
Fish
is going to do it, yeah.
Fish will do it.
Here's something interesting. I love planetariums, Tom, but I don't like the out of doors. How about that?
You don't like to sit in your yard and look up at the sky?
But, Chick, that's what planetariums are for.
No, I don't. See, that I don't have to go outside with a nice planetarium.
This is why you're the guy that likes fireworks on TV.
They're available on the television. And I can pause them.
They're better than your backyard.
Thank you.
I can't walk into my backyard and see Laser Floyd.
That's right.
No.
Let's see. Happy birthday. This goes way back. Nero.
Yeah, that does go back.
Year 37.
What about his brother, Faro? No?
Two people couldn't be further apart.
Make no mistake, they do not like each other.
Oh, here we go. Christy, this is for you.
Yes.
This guy was born. He designed the Eiffel Tower, of course. But he was born in 1832. Do you remember his first name?
I have no idea.
Frederick Eiffel.
No, anyone.
Gustav.
I do not.
Very good.
Is it
Gustav Eiffel, the Eiffel Tower. Eiffel.
My
Gustav
third guess
Eiffel.
was Gaston, but I think...
Did he also invent the sex move where one guy is in front, the other guy is in
Hey.
And they high five.
back, and they high five? Yeah, did they?
What Tom and I did to Pat's girlfriend last night? Hey! Oh, hey, happy birthday, buddy!
There
goes the phone.
This is problematic. I don't know. I'm a huge fan of the great Tim Conway, and I highly recommend watching old episodes of McHale's Navy. And when Tim Conway is not mark my words, when Tim Conway is not the focus of it, watch what he's doing in the sides. Hilarious.
Just a scene hog.
Would they be able to make Dorf today, or would that be considered politically incorrect?
I think they could do that.
I just think it wouldn't be funny.
Unlike the first
So it would be a strict remake.
Perhaps Perhaps they could have a comedic take at it.
Yeah.
A long joke.
It's a tough room.
Oh, yeah. Oh, he leaned backwards. That's it.
Oh, he gets right back up.
All over this.
Oh, there's shoes on his knees?
Just has to be woke now. Dorf on institutional radio.
Time now for things we learned.
Happy birthday. Wait a minute. Happy birthday, Dave Clark from the Dave Clark 5. I'm not sure if any of those guys are still alive.
And happy birthday to Pat Godwin.
Oh, yeah.
Or God Patwin.
And Pat, you and the great actor Don Johnson.
Oh,
share the
wow.
same
We
birthday.
both have the stubble now.
We both have the same hog, right?
No, Don
That's
is
why they call it a Johnson, because
share
of
a
Don
hog.
Johnson.
Don, well known for his
Yeah.
the proclivity of the mass.
Tom and I are glad we're both in radio and glad that we don't have to do obituary announcements anymore, aren't we, Tom? Aren't we glad about
Guy
that?
wrote me a former DJ. He said he used to do the same thing. He had to read obituaries, and he got fired when he finished them and went right into another one, bites the dust.
Man, that's worth it. Worth getting fired.
Yeah.
Wow, that is good.
Good move. I wish I thought of that.
Let's see. Jess Hooker made Pat's birthday a rutabaga cake that I kind of liked until I heard the words Play-Doh, and then I couldn't get them out of my brain.
Man, that cake sucked, man.
It was terrible, but thank you for the effort, Jess.
Tom, make no mistake, if you don't remember anything else from today's show, Tom hates fat people and their scooters blocking the butter aisle.
I just, some of these
just
people.
sitting there staring at the butter.
Yeah.
These people in the scooters blocking the food aisle. Maybe.
You have a Michelle Obama level hatred of fat people.
Yes, it's amazing. It's stunning.
I'm just saying, you have to block the grocery store aisles. Maybe you're not really disabled. Maybe it's just too much butter.
Right.
Okay.
And maybe he just had
I'm right.
surgery on both knees and he can't walk. Maybe
you had
that's
surgery
it.
on both knees because you're crushing them.
Oh, my God.
This is the Bob and Tom Show.
Think you know your pro football? Then play Pigskin Pick'em every week at bobandtom.com/contest. It's your chance to win a Minimax Big Green Egg.